Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day two here of the second season of Raid's League of Legends Piltover Cup. We have a very exciting series here coming up from the losers bracket final, going up with Phelan Gaming taking on their sister team, Phelan Vanguard, with the winner, of course, advancing to the grand finals to take on Ferocity Esports. I'm Dawood Sandstorm, Dawood, and joining me today will be Jonathan Slutbed. How are we feeling about this series?
I'm really excited. Like two sister teams coming up against each other. You know, we have on one side we have Phelan and they have like Moo and they have Aserad who are actually former
Ferocity players, yeah.
Ferocity players. So with that, they will want to win this game so they can take revenge on Ferocity in the grand final. Like they will be out gunning for blood in these games. And on the opposite side, there's like a newly picked up team, a sister team for Phelan called Vanguard. They have a lot of well-known players in the community. They have, you know, Devils in the bot lane. They have Pseudo King supporting him. And then they have like Crepsley sitting in the top lane.
Yeah, Hawkins in mid lane
Hawkins
as well.
in the mid lane, who's been in like other ICE teams in the past. And yeah, it should be really exciting. It should be really good games. Like
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward, of course, to the jungle matchup because
The
we have a
jungle
new
matchup is big.
up and comer here in the jungle for the side of Vanguard taking on Dakin. I'm just gonna say experienced jungler, of course, and with a huge skill and rank discrepancy. You have gold 2 going up against a diamond 4, if I'm not mistaken. So. He has to be thinking about just the mentality of what exactly he's going to be doing or how he's going to adapt to going up someone like Dakin.
Yeah, it definitely could be a chink in the chain of
Vanguard.
Vanguard's team, Vanguard, and it could be their weak point really, and could be the downfall of them. But I do feel like they have really strong players on that team, and they could actually potentially beat out the main team, the main Phelan team, and they will want to put them to shame and show them that they are the better of the two sister teams. You know?
Yeah, considering there's also only one chance, it is still a best of one here for the losers bracket final. So one shot, one opportunity. What are they gonna do?
Take it.
Oh boy, not gonna slip? No.
No.
To slide that in there.
You have to slide that in.
I mean, come on, you can't just say like half the lyrics and then just drop out.
Yeah, mom spaghetti, mom
No,
spaghetti.
no,
That's
no,
the
no,
only
no,
lyric I know.
that's all you need to know.
There you
That's
go.
all you need to know. But we should be jumping into the game pretty soon. And we looked at a little bit of the OPWG. We looked at the champions that a lot of these guys actually play. And we talked about yesterday about seeing the Ezreal jungle being played. And apparently it was played in the losers bracket by Dakin, of course. So we could be seeing that come up again here.
And he did come out really successful on that champion that game. So I'm hoping to see that because it's a really interesting pickup. And it's something, I guess, that is meta now, but like hasn't been meta for like a few seasons, season 3 or so. Like they used to play it, you know, in LCS, NA, like St. Fishes used to pick it up, and it was a very different playstyle to what it is now. And it's actually the reason to why they brought in reinforcement on towers. Did you know that?
No, really,
Yeah, no, because people used to do a clear and they would get a double clear with their top laner.
Yeah.
And then they would go straight to push a lane.
Yeah, I
and
remember that.
four-man push it.
Yeah.
And Ezreal was really good, obviously, with his Essence Flux to apply the attack speed to everyone and take down turrets really, really fast and get those rotations around. So, used to be a really common pickup, but dropped out of the meta completely. Now, kind of coming back into it.
I mean,
for different reasons, though.
Would you
and we'll
prefer-
talk about it, I guess, if
it comes up, if it
Yeah,
does.
if it does.
I mean, would you which meta would you prefer? The current meta or the meta of the like 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you got an early tower and you just rush the mid game?
There were a few things back in that meta where, you know, people did try to overcome it with different tactics and strategies, and I feel like they did change it in such a way that it became better. So I do prefer this meta, but I don't like the fact that Ardent Sensor is so strong.
You're still
You
doing
know,
a little bit of a dance, you know.
A little bit of a dance. You know, I just don't like Ardent Sensor. It's not.
It just dislike
It's just not a healthy playstyle, I think.
Yeah.
You know. But maybe somehow people will decide, you know, how there is a way to beat it. You know, maybe there is
ban
something.
all the supports.
Yeah,
Just
well,
ban all
that's
of
what
them.
that's what I do.
Is it
I'm not
just
gonna
ban
lie.
Soraka, Lulu, Janus, I'm trying to think, Karma, everyone who can
Morgana,
provide. Yeah,
everyone.
all of them.
All of them. Just don't pick supports anymore. No supports. Maybe we go back to, you know,
Pantheon
season
support.
1 where you'd have like
Oh god.
2 strong things bot lane. Like
You know what? I enjoyed when Braum, Tom Kench,
I
Trundle,
really
when
enjoyed
those
that.
were the supports, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, me
those sort
too.
of compositions.
I like the ones in the bot lane where it's like just full of fighting, you know, and it's not like
Right, plus
scale up.
plus up close and personal fights.
Yeah, yeah.
Not really just standing very far back. No, you just get up straight in the face of someone.
Then again, now thinking back on it, used to hate those big parties in the bot lane, you know.
True.
Where everyone is TPing down and everyone has globals, and
Yeah.
that can be kind of frustrating for bot lane players. But at the
I
moment,
think it's still all about the party bot lane because
it
you
is
know,
at the moment.
yeah, it still is. I mean, it's gonna be for a while as well. It's not gonna be changing
Mm.
unless next season with so many changes. Runes Mastery is all gone.
I
out the
can't
window.
wait. I mean, I haven't actually looked that much into them because I've been like concentrating on the current meta.
Yeah.
But I really can't wait to see what comes out of it. I know there's like you can change out summoner spells after a certain amount of time and stuff like that. It's gonna be really interesting.
One of my favorite things actually is I heard about the infinitely stacking AD, or the fact that you can remove the cap on attack speed. I saw a video 90 attack speed Jinx.
What the?
Yes.
Damn.
But of course, that's like never gonna happen. It's just like when they made or when they changed Kindred. A guy made a video. It's like, hey, look at 100 stacks Kindred. You can attack the
Oh,
Nexus
yeah,
turrets from the
yeah.
middle of the freaking rift. So
That's pretty cool.
it's pretty freaky.
Pretty cool. I can't wait to see that come out. Next season should be fun. I can't wait.
No.
And next season as well will be next raid.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Raid 2018. never
Raid
forget.
2018 being held in
Ballsbridge Hotel.
Baldbridge Hotel. That's
Oh yeah. You gotta
yeah.
know your stuff.
Yeah,
Don't
exactly.
forget, book those rooms. They're still.
Book those
I
rooms.
believe. I say I'm not even
Good
sure.
deal on it.
There are very good deals.
Mm.
Did you book your room?
No, because I live pretty close.
Lucky you.
I mean, you live pretty close too.
Do I? I actually don't know where the Ballsbridge Hotel is.
It's just down in city center, down near towards Google. So, yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go down and probably set up my PC and. You know,
Oh, I think I'm doing the BYOC.
yeah, BYOC should be fun.
Okay, so just an update for you guys because we're still waiting on the AD care here for the side of Feeling.
Yeah, feeling.
Yeah, they have their AD care still waiting. So they lost one of their bans in the first pick and ban phase just because of the delays.
Yeah, the delay. 5 minutes, you lose one ban.
Yeah,
10 minutes.
yeah, it's
you
5,
lose.
10, 15, and then
Yeah.
I think 20 minutes afterwards you forfeit the game.
Yeah, that's
I think it's
the-
either 20 or 25 minutes. I'm not too sure.
somewhere around that. Unfortunate for the side of them. That will actually heavily favor the side of Vanguard here.
Yeah, considering
Um,
again, still it's only the one game,
Yeah.
so everything's going to help out for the side of Feeling here. Vanguard, they're going to take every single advantage that they can,
Yeah.
and every single ban is also going to count.
Mm.
Because I know that Sudoking plays a lot of Soraka. He plays a lot of. He loves those kind of supports.
He plays a lot of everything actually.
Yeah.
You can see him pick up really random things that aren't meta at the moment, and he kind of just makes them work. One of those things is like Tam Kench.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't have expected to see Tam Kench in this meta ever. You know, because he
'Cause,
doesn't.
I
He
mean, he
doesn't
did-
have Ardent Sense there.
I mean, he did get a couple of changes.
He did get a couple of changes, and he could be potentially pulling himself slightly back into the meta, but I don't think it's right for him at the moment.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you can make it work, you can make it work, and you know he might pull something like that out here today. So
True. You know what I can't wait for either?
What?
The viewing party for the finals.
That
Yeah,
is
you
coming
see,
up
that's going to be very
soon.
nice.
November 4th.
Yes.
For World's Viewing Party Finals. What time is it at? 6?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
That's an acceptable time to go drinking.
10:30 is when they open the bar.
Damn, I have to wait a whole half an hour.
I know, right?
Oh.
Or you can have a can on the way.
That's
You see
definitely what
that,
you want to
that's
do.
a smart move right there.
Yeah. Get yourself ready not to be spending too much money on drinking there. You know, early morning. Yeah, no, that should be definitely really fun.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening at the viewing
What
party.
do you
not
think is going to be
Ooh.
for the finals?
Oh, as in the teams.
The teams, yeah.
I mean, I looked at the. We both had a look at the.
We can't really spoil
at the
it.
draw.
'cause it
Can
was-
we look at the like? We can't bring up the draws, of course, but can we talk about them? I mean, no, because the last
I
actually
suppose
finished because
if
the
you
teams
haven't
ev-
seen the draw,
Had you
don't
not seen the
know.
draw? Do you want us to talk about the draw? I like my eyes kind of.
if you don't want to talk about the draw right now, you mute. You
Yeah,
mute
yeah,
right
you
now
just-
and
you
go
mute right
away.
now. We're
We'll
gonna-
be back in
yeah,
like be back in 5
Yeah,
minutes.
we're
Go
giving
make tea.
yeah,
or
we're giving you
something.
like 5 seconds to mute, and then we're gonna talk about the draw.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, no, there's like
Mr. Worldwide, uno, dos, tres.
yeah, I reckon it definitely will be because they're on two sides of the brackets. I
Yes.
think it definitely will be for the finals. Longzhu SKT.
Yes.
Unless
And that's going to be such a good final because we've seen the final for, of course, in the LCK. It was such a great final to watch. And just the way Longzhu dismantled SKT's composition in every single game, that's definitely something I want to see. Plus, if SKT win again, what are the skins going to be? we're running out of champions to give them skins to. There's
Yeah.
not much left.
There's nothing left.
And so they're gonna
They're
start
gonna
getting
take them all. Like,
yeah, they're like literally every champion's gonna be like just gonna have an SKT skin.
yeah, Riot are gonna be like, we have to release 5 champs this year, so
Okay, no.
SKT
Yes.
have to be able to fill up these 5 champs. You know.
Or you know what? We're done with skins. Just give us 5 champions you want us to make, and we'll make them.
Yeah.
It's like we're not even gonna make you skins anymore. We'll just
Yeah.
make champions after you.
Yeah. Faker in the mid lane playing Faker. Wow.
Fake news. Faker news.
Faker news.
Oh God.
Speaking of Faker news,
No.
and this large wall that we
Hello.
have here behind us, built
Oh.
by your very own Make America Great Again. You know,
What?
build a wall.
No. I did not sign up for this.
Well, you're going the opposite side of the wall, dude. I'm sorry.
I built
you
this
have to
wall with
go.
my bare hands, okay?
bare hands,
Yes, bare hands. Bear Grilled style.
Bear Grill style. You know, you really just gotta go and drink your own. No, I'm not going there.
Drink your own beer.
Yeah, drink your own beer because stealing someone else's is rude.
Yeah, it's very rude, actually.
It is. Yeah, don't be doing that.
I mean, if I could, you know,
Kids.
if
Kids don't
someone
be
had-
drinking in general.
Yeah, you know, drink responsibly.
Mm.
Or not at all.
Or some drink company sponsor us, please. Because we want free alcohol. I mean, what?
You know, this would be the perfect time to actually bring it up.
It actually would.
It's like, you know,
This would be so. The amount of times we talked about Dicey's like yesterday, we're bringing up drink again today. We bring up drink
we're not
all
doing
the
this.
time.
Oh,
I mean, if you're a
God.
sponsor out there, you know, and you want to sponsor us for drink, this would be the perfect moment. We could like bring up like some kind
Or
of
just have a
graphic
sip.
here at
What,
the
you know.
bottom, you know, and yeah, we could just be drinking on the stream, you know, or whatever. It's like, you know, if you love the taste of some kind of, I don't know,
yeah, something.
spirit or something.
Yeah, but because of that, we will be back. We're just going to go for a short break, hopefully, until the teams are actually set up. But we'll be back in a few minutes, so don't go anywhere.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when the world's calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity, but you'll never see the price it costs. The scars collected all their lives. When everything's lost, they pick up their hearts and avenge defeat. Before it all starts, they suffer through harm just to touch a dream. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die
Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back. Both these teams are ready to go. And just an update for you guys because of the long delay here. 2 bans have been lost on the side of Phelan Gaming. So Vanguard now have a little bit of an advantage in the pick and ban phase. They have a lot more options available to them since 2 of the bans have been taken away from the side of Phelan Gaming.
Yeah, no. That will be a big help out to Phelan Vanguard here.
Yeah.
And I think taking away those bans, I'm not sure what they would have banned out. Probably something, you know, targeted at Mr. Crepsley in the top lane. He plays a lot of tanks. He plays, like, he's really good at Scion and things like that. You know, you could have been taking something like that away, and you know...
And Shen, of course.
And Shen and things like that. And, sorry, my mic is just a little bit out here.
It's a little bit out
and, yeah, no, in the bot lane, then you have, you know, those big kind of power picks in the AD carry role that every team would take, kind of like the Tristanas and stuff like that, that Devils actually does play, and would be helped out a lot by, you know, Pseudo King on a lot of his champs, like Soraka and stuff. Played that all the way up to Master Tier, he did, I think. So, really good champ for him.
That should be good. And of course, Vanguard will be starting on the blue side. They do have the higher seed, considering that they got to the finals of the winners, or almost, I'm just going to say the furthest.
They got the further in the
they got
the
further
winners
in the winners bracket, of course,
for the
before
double
they
elimination.
and they lost against Ferocity. So
yeah,
since they actually played them, they might have a chance at redemption if they manage to take down Phelan Gaming.
However, Ferocity will have 1 game up for winning the winners side of the bracket. So both of these teams are coming through the loser side in the double elimination bracket. So because of that, they will be a game down when it goes to the grand finals.
Yeah. So that will just make it a little bit easier for the side of Ferocity, and of course, instantly going to be starting having an uphill battle from the side of Vanguard or Feeling, depending on who takes this game. All right, still going to be the first ban here taken away from Shiklin.
Yeah, Ari taken away. He's plays a lot of those assassin-y type champs. He does play Galio though.
Yes,
something we found out. And
of
I
course,
think
you
that's
can flex it with the move. So
that's what I was
really
about to say. Flexing that with the move would be like a really good pickup here from the side of Phelan, and I think that's what they will look to do if it's not banned away from them. Cho'Gath banned away, 1 really big pick here. You know, something that's actually very scary as well at the moment in this current meta. So would be played by the move. Don't want to see that. You know, Mr. Crepsley is like, nah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that.
He's not feeling it. Oh God, we're going to be having a lot of those today, aren't we?
Oh no, we're not. Please don't.
We're going to have a lot of that. Adapt, overcome, improve, improvise.
Oh, come on, improvise, adapt, overcome.
Yeah, you got to have that order right, man.
Yeah.
You got that order.
Yeah, you're improvising first. You're adapting then. But these teams won't have a chance to adapt because it's only 1 game.
Or overcome. Or improve.
They might improve as a result of it.
Well, yeah, they can adapt against the same team.
I mean, you know, you might improve by just like saying, no, kick him or no, I'm joking. I'm joking. Just talk to your coach afterwards and be like, yeah, this is what we did wrong. Now we're gonna get better.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Never happens.
I mean, yeah, you know the fact that the coaches for both these teams, actually, interestingly enough, is Burnsy and Wings.
They're
they're on both teams. They're coaches for both teams. So
I suppose they are sister teams.
Yeah.
So
it's like, okay, Vanguard, you ban this. Phelan, you respond with this. Vanguard, you respond with that. It's just like
they
back
can't
and forth.
really. They're just gonna be like, you're on your own, kids.
Yeah, you're on your own, kiddo. Or it could be Burnsy versus Wings. Wings versus Burnsy.
There you go. Who makes the better pick ban?
I'm gonna go with Burnsy.
I'm gonna go with Wings.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I like Wings.
I think
Buffalo Wings.
Yeah. Rakan ban. The only ban the Phelan Gaming are allowed to have. They only allowed 1 ban.
In the first pick and ban phase, though.
In the
second,
first,
yeah.
yes.
And the second one, they're gonna have their last 2
Phase
bans.
2, they will still have their 2 bans.
So for now, the only thing they're taking away is Rakan from Pseudo King, just because Devils does play a considerable amount of Zayas, and you don't want to give away that combo maybe of the Zaya Rakan.
Zaya Rakan, yeah.
So
and just that's a lethal combo in general anyway. You know, you want to take something like that away, and could be fairly scary to deal with. So.
Yeah, exactly. And there you go. We're talking about the Zion. Could be the first pick up here for Vanguard, and it is going to be locked in. Which means that, of course, with both supports open, the Janna, the Lulu, the Soraka, the Karma, both teams have the options to pick up those supports for their own lanes, and just to enable whatever sort of carry they're going to pick up. Where for the case of Vanguard, it is going to be the Zaya.
From the side of Phelan now, I feel like they will pick up something like the Galio and the Sejuani. And there we go. There's Sejuani picked up already. Galio would be a really good flex pick, and then they have like 2 very strong picks at the moment
Yeah.
that would work around like any hyper carry or anything in the bot lane, and there's so many carries up at the moment. Or the Lulu. Lulu is really good as well,
Yeah.
and does facilitate, you know, those hyper carries
Yeah.
as well with the current meta of Earth Sensor. And they don't want to give that away to Vanguard too much, but that does mean that maybe Mr. Crupsley would be able to pick up that Galio. I'm not sure if he plays too much Galio. I think he does. He tends to.
He might do.
I think he does because he tends to go for these kind of tanky top laners. Both these teams actually do go for the tanky top laners. And,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see how both of them fare out with the wet noodle fight in the top lane.
Yeah, exactly. And Azir might be a pickup here for Hawkins in the mid lane, but something I want to touch on before we even go to the side of Vanguard here. Galio might be, if Galio isn't picked up for the side of Vanguard now, then Phelan could respond with picking up the Galio and then having it flex for Mu and Shiklin heading into the second pick ban phase.
Yeah, I think they would do something like that. Shen here, something Mr. Crupsley plays a lot, gives them that little bit of global pressure as
Yeah,
well.
of course.
Able to make a lot of plays in the bot lane and stuff like that. And I like the Azir hover here. Really hoping that gets locked in. He has a few changes recently, and he's definitely coming a bit more into the meta again. Really strong pickup, and I'd love to see it played. I'd actually love to see it
I
played.
still haven't seen a single Azir game after the changes to the champion, so it would be nice to see what exactly how they're going to affect them. Looks like it is going to be locked in, so that is going to be the Azir locked in for Hawkins in the mid lane, which means right now Phelan have a choice. Do they still pick up the Galio and flex it?
I think they
or
do.
do they pick up a mid laner before the second pick ban phase?
No, I think Shiklin has enough of a variety of a champ pool in the mid lane there that he doesn't really have to pick it up. But the Cog Lulu, this is a hyper carry.
That's a disgusting lane.
It is. It's a disgusting thing right now, and I feel like Galio is definitely going to be banned away by the side of Phelan Vanguard during the second ban rotation.
Yeah.
But for the moment, like, they just can pick pretty much any tank top, you know, that would do its job, that would do Galio's job. But it would obviously be optimal, but they don't want to get that Cogmont taken away from them. You know, and Aserat has been playing a serious amount of that Cogmont. I'm actually surprised that it wasn't banned away instead of, say, the Kayn. I don't think Dakin is that much of an issue on the Kayn.
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot of the Rek'Sai. One time he played the Ezreal throughout the tournament. So I'm surprised as well with the Kayn ban coming up here. But heading into the second pick ban phase, Shiklin already going to lock in that Cogmont for Aserat in that bottom lane. So it's already going to be a deadly lane here in favor of Phelan. I just want to see what the response is going to be coming out from the side of Vanguard.
From the side of Vanguard, I think they're just going to pick on bans in the top lane here. Maybe for the Mu. And try to take them away from him and put him on something like that he'd be less comfortable on.
Yeah.
Maybe that won't be a tank, or see what he picks up. They might ban away, say, the Maokai plus the Galio, and that would really kind of push him off to something else, like maybe a Gnar or something of that variety, which I don't
Or
think
Mo could go for something like a split push.
he could go
Just
for.
completely ignore that, because you might want to try and...
It does kind of like tend to take away from the fact that they're playing a protect Cogma comp, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Phelan will go for maybe, say, double AD carry comp with a tank top laner.
Yeah.
Is honestly what I'm looking at here. That is a really common comp nowadays, really strong as well, and you know, it's just a really stable comp, you know, to be able to run. Has that double threat.
A Mumu?
A Mumu? Maybe Troll ban?
No, I doubt it's a
We
troll
don't
man.
care.
Yeah, it's going to be taken away from Fluffy, of course.
Fluffy,
in
yeah.
the jungle.
I think
No.
Fluffy plays Jarvan and things like that.
Jarvan, Gragas, but
Gragas, yeah.
not a Mumu.
I didn't
I
see
mean,
a Mumu.
even if he plays a lot of a Mumu, it's not something that you would consider dangerous, because it's not going to be easy for him to land the bandage toss on the AD carry all the way in the back line.
Yeah.
And even if that does happen, you're always going to have the Lulu to just get the wild growth, get the shield, get the ardent sensor going. And with Kog'Maw, yes, he's not going to be mobile, but he'll still be able to auto attack. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be causing
definitely.
any problems.
Do you know what I just noticed as well?
What?
We actually have a Kayn ban. We actually have the little thing. It's no
Oh,
longer
yeah,
a
we do.
Teemo.
Yeah, it's no longer
We don't
Teemo,
have
yeah.
Teemo anymore. We have Kayn.
We adapt.
We adapt.
That's what happens. We adapt indeed. That's going to be Gnar taken away here.
Gnar
from
taken away
Mu.
something that I thought they would like to put him on. Although Gnar is really good into Shen, so maybe that was of the choice of Mr. Crupsley saying, I don't want to play against the Gnar here. if we do ban out something
Okay,
like the
I'm gonna
Galio.
assume that both these bans are also taken away from the side of Feeling Gaming because Amumi and Anivia make no sense.
Yeah, they don't really. So
No, apparently confirmation for production. Those are the real bans.
those are the real bans. So
Why would you ban Anivia
Hawkins-
when Azir, Anivia support maybe for Pseudo King? You play with him. You have to know.
no, he doesn't. Well, he plays anything in support, but
True.
I don't think he would go with the Anivia. Maybe these bands are like, look, we're the main team. We're feeling. You're just a little sister team. You're a little vanguard, you know. So we don't care what you play. Play whatever you
Yeah,
want. Just move along.
Oh, that's a lot of BM coming out from the side of Feeling here.
Mm.
If those are the bans, but
Corky.
yeah, you were talking
That-
about a double AD carry pickup and the
That-
Corky being taken away here from Shiklin in the mid lane. Means
That's
the
a
only
really
thing,
good ban.
Yeah, the only
actually.
thing left that I can think of is maybe a Lucian pickup in the mid lane for the side of Feeling.
Yeah, that's something that would be common as well. I don't know if Shiklin does play the Lucian. Something that a lot of people do play now. They pick up the Galio.
Yeah.
Galio was kind of a given if it went through. And maybe Mr. Krebsley isn't too afraid of that. Maybe he feels like he can out-split push him and, you know,
In the early
add
stages,
more.
it's not going to be possible because just like Galio has a lot
so
better
much
wave
wave clear.
clear.
Yeah, of course. But if it gets to a point where he's strong, he can kind of bully him a little bit when he's like taunting onto him and things. And plus, both of these top laners have double global, like Heroes Entrance and Stand Unite.
Yeah.
So both of those things, and they both will have TPs as well. So
Yeah, exactly. And
will be interesting to see where it goes. That's what I talked about over here.
over there.
The Jarvan coming in for Fluffy has played that in the past. Kind of a really strong pick at the moment as well. And Pseudo King going for the Sona here. I like that. I really like that
Why?
because with the Ardent Sensor meta right now,
Yeah.
okay, she's able to heal everyone and apply these shields
Yeah.
that will apply to everyone. And look at that team. They're all very auto attack based. So if she's applying all this stuff to her team, the attack speed for the Azir and everything, although he doesn't get
The auto attacks from his soldiers, yeah, because they don't apply on hit.
Yeah, exactly. So because of that, then he'll just get the attack speed, but that's really good for him anyway.
Yeah.
And everyone else on the team does really benefit from that. So I like that pickup here. And Oriana picked up from
For the side of Feeling.
Shiklin.
Yeah, I mean, even though they had all these like these two bans taken away from them, they still have such a deadly composition. Late game, they're going to have Asteroid on the Kog'Maw just carrying everyone. You got Oriana with a shield, Lulu with a shield, and of course with the Wild Growth, damage reduction from Mu on the Galio. So either Dakin engages or if something happens to Asteroid, you're going to have all shields, Wild Growth, ultimates coming in to save the Kog'Maw. And it's just going to have so much peel. And the only question that remains is how will Vanguard be able to deal with it? How will they adapt and overcome?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Vanguard have picked up a quite an unusual comp. I feel like if they get things like the 4-man bot kind of scenarios where they try to bully out that Kog'Maw and get him behind early, they can definitely do what Piltover did yesterday in Div 2
exactly.
and push that ahead and kind of take the lead and just continue pushing for objectives and control around the map and, you know, maybe push it for the win then. But if they go too long, of course,
It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be really bad for them. Having a Kog'Maw, protect the Kog'Maw comp.
Yeah, it's not gonna
so
be something easier for them to overcome. But I mean,
both teams will definitely be putting a lot of resources though into the bot lane here. And I don't know which is gonna come out ahead.
honestly, if I'm looking at both these teams, if I'm looking at the experience from the main roster of Feeling, of course, not Vanguard, they have a lot more synergy. They have just a lot more time practicing together. So, and of course, with Dakin in the jungle up against Fluffy, that's the main thing that I'm going to be looking towards. Who can apply a lot more pressure towards the bottom lane? And of course, with Shen, he's going to have an easier time rotating towards the bottom lane. With Stand United, of course, being a global with. Galio's ultimate being semi-global, it would reach the mid lane. So we'd have to, so we'd have to either walk down or TP to match the Shen. In that case, Shen would still have the upper hand because he'll have TP to go down. Galio would have to walk down a little bit further in order to get to the bottom lane. So level 6, it's definitely going to be a tipping point or a breaking point, I guess, for the bottom lane matchup to see who's actually going to get the lead and who's going to get the advantage.
Yeah, that's a good point on the fact that Vanguard haven't been together too long. And they although they have been practicing together in flex queue a lot,
Yeah.
and maybe these players have a lot of on their team. They have a lot of experience prior to this. Maybe not on the same kind of team together, but they do have a lot of experience in the competitive scene. Devils has been around for years. Pseudo King has been around for years. Hawkins has played in the ICE in the past, and Mr. Crepsley has played in previous tournaments as well.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be jumping onto the Rift for the one and only game between Feeling Vanguard and Feeling Gaming here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what both these teams have to offer and who will be the one making it into the grand finals against Ferocity for the Division 1 title.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be really interesting to see how they start out here as well, because from this, I reckon it could be a standard start, but I think if Dakin does start around those rates, it could be quite interesting to see his pathing. And if he goes bot lane very early to try and pick up something or blow summoners, that could be really helpful for the side of Feeling Vanguard.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just waiting to see what these starts are going to be like exactly here.
Nobody really getting any deep wards in at the start or any vision on the enemy jungler, so I think this does help the side of feeling that a little bit more. Oh, Pseudo King might walk up here and he might go towards getting a ward in. Oh, this is really good from the side of Feeling Vanguard.
Yeah,
I really like this. Okay, now they know where Dakin is starting because of this. He might not be able to get anything towards the bot lane, and just really good.
Yeah,
good and the response as well from Feeling main team.
Yeah, exactly. So both these teams know exactly what's going to happen with the jungle start. If it's not going to be at the Raptor camp for Dakin for Feeling, it's going to be the blue buff as well.
Yeah.
Or rather, so they're still going to find out exactly. By the process of elimination, they know which side the junglers are going to be starting off.
The only thing that they don't know is what they will pick up after these main buffs, after the blue buffs. And because of that, then they won't really know the timings of them coming to wherever they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, and I'm just very excited to see what the SG is going to be able to accomplish this game. Hawkins definitely has to be a big player in this game to apply a lot of pressure, maybe in the mid lane, or try and rotate and make plays. And of course, with the change to the ultimate of Azir, he no longer blocks people from dashing.
Yeah.
The soldiers just act like terrain whenever, as soon as the ultimate's gone.
After it stops.
Yeah, after it stops.
First it does stop stuff like that, but
Yeah.
then straight afterwards, it just acts like a normal, like a Nivea wall or something similar. Building walls here, Hawkins as well. We have this great big wall behind us. He's building another wall.
That's why Anivia was banned.
That's
why Anivia was
no
banned.
walls, guys.
I'm sad Talia wasn't picked up as well.
Yeah, there you go. Talia support. That's something I really enjoy playing.
I mean, I've seen it played once or twice. Not professionally, of course.
No,
but
it
was
is
not
fun though.
It is.
It's fun to play.
I mean, as for supporting G2 in Worlds.
Worlds? Oh, G2. Oh, yes. Okay, I didn't realize what you're what you're getting at there. Yeah. From this, I feel like they're really bullying out this bottom lane here.
Yeah. Dakin.
But Asura definitely keeping up on CS, so
which is always going to be a positive. Of course, we forgot to notice the Relic Shield Ancient Coin start for both teams here, for Asura, Dixie, and of course for Devils and Pseudo King. So both want to try and rush that Ardent Sensor as fast as possible.
Yeah, they really just want to get that gold onto their supports and be able to get that Ardent Sensor, because that helps them out too, It's like, I'm going to help my support to help me,
Yeah, exactly. Just look at the aggression here coming up from the side of Pseudo King and Devils. This is what you were talking about with the zone of pickup. She can be very aggressive in the early stages of the game, but I'm surprised that it's the Windspeaker's Blessing that's picked up and not the Thunderlords. I guess he's still focusing on towards the later stages of the game with the Yads, of course.
Obviously here he's more focused on the later stages because the fact that he will be able to apply that to everyone on his team, the Windspeaker is much more valuable to him.
Yeah, of course, but still very good aggression here coming out against Astrad and Dixie from the side of Devils. So far, they're just keeping up the pressure. The CS lead is starting to build up little by little. But Dakin's going to be in trouble. He's going to get taunted. He's going to get the ball from the Orianna. Going to get a little bit of a shield, but Krebsy is on the hunt. Moo's going to be dealing a lot of damage with the Winds of War. He might be able to get the first blood, but no, it's secured by Fluffy. And Mr. Krebsy might be able to escape, but no, the flash auto attack is going to be Shicklin securing that kill, and Hawkins is going to be the second pickup here. But
Good
no, he
flash
flashes away from the damage. Moo is still trying to see if he can hunt him down, but it's going to be Fluffy
slowing him down
securing
with the red
Hawkins.
buff.
Meanwhile, Asrad, again, aggression towards the bottom lane. One more auto attack out of it. Pseudo King might be able to take down Asrad here in the bottom side.
No, he won't be able to take him down. See, the heal is still out on Dixie Normus, but he did have to blow that barrier at this early stage of the game. That really shows that Devils and Suda King are really bullying them out here and trying to stop him from getting CS. Like, he's down by 11 CS, 12 CS already at this stage of the game. That is really paying off here for Vanguard. Trying to keep that Cogmo down. I thought there would be a lot more aggression towards the bot lane, and neither of them were throwing down wards or anything at the start. They had an idea of where the junglers were, but you know, neither were too bothered. Neither team were too bothered to go towards that bot lane. Yeah,
but still, pretty good start. It's going to be Fluff, I believe, was the one to get the first blood, and the response was a kill secured by Shiklin in the mid lane. So 4 or 5 CS in favor of Shiklin against Hawkins with a kill as well. So that's going to have him the boots advantage over the Azir. Just going to be able to be a little bit more mobile in that lane. Try and see if he can dodge out away from those soldiers. Meanwhile, looking again towards that bottom side of the map, Dixie and Azeroth trying to see if they can catch up. 12 CS lead in favor of Devils at the moment. It's going to be mounting up over time, of course, unless Dakin just makes his presence known towards the bottom side and relieves some of this pressure.
I feel like that's what he's about to do here. He's looking for a route down. He might use that blast cone. What a good thing is that a lot of players do nowadays is they throw a ward over the wall and take out that blast cone so that the jungler can't use it to get across and make it
going to be flashing away. So the King's going to be in danger. Devils going to get the slow from Dixie Enormous. Dakin is going to again show himself and back off a little bit, but still the aggression is mounting up. The pressure is mounting up against Azeroth here.
Yeah.
But he's still dealing with it pretty well so far. He hasn't given away a kill. He's used his summoners, yes, but still surviving somehow.
Yeah, he's actually keeping it like fairly well now in this lane, and there is still, though, Devils and Suda King, they're keeping this pressure on, even though they did see Dakin come to that bot lane, and he didn't end up getting anything out of it. But they're doing it.
Oh, Suda King's going to be taking a turret shot.
Oh, almost a kill on Azeroth there, though. Dropped extremely low, double single digits there, almost, for Azeroth. And that was really close.
Yeah, I didn't actually see the damage done on Azeroth, but Shiklin and Dakin rotating towards the bottom side. They're going to be spotted out by towards. And I like that vision being set up here. There's one in the bush to see if he can get the blast cone in, and one outside of it to give them a little bit more of a warning if they see anyone or they spot anyone in the river.
That's very good at the moment. I thought maybe something might have came from that there, but Vanguard, knowing that feeling we're coming down. Shiklin and Dakin from the mid lane there, but weren't too pushed off by it, you know.
Yeah,
they were ready to fight, you know.
They were ready for a kerfuffle.
Bit of a kerfuffle.
Yeah, I'm just gonna steal that back. But with that pressure being applied to Azeroth in the bottom lane, and because he used all the summoners and he had no HP, he's gonna lose a bit more CS, and he's almost 20 CS behind.
Yeah, the good thing about it though is already his barrier's back up. Really low cooldown on that. I think it's 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, it's just it's faring out fairly nicely for him.
Yeah, exactly. And so far, it's kind of calmed down after the 2 kills at the start of the game here. Both
Calm
teams are
before the storm.
Yeah,
you know, that's what they say.
But that's the thing. I think Vanguard are the one who are currently on the clock because they're the ones who have to be aggressive. I don't see a way in the later stages of the game where you can get through all the shields and heals that Azeroth's going to have at his back.
No, he's going to have so much protection with the Galio Heroes entrance ulting in on him and giving him those resists, and just everyone, the wild growth helping him, the shields from maybe Orianna, you know, his own barrier, there's heals, there's going to be everything on top of him. So he's going to be really safe, I'd say, down here. I like this from Devils and Suda King. They're slow pushing out this bottom lane. They should be calling down Fluffy to this bot lane and maybe getting Hawkins to try shove in this mid lane. And then from that, they organize to get a 4-man group bot to be able to do something about this Cogmo. That's kind of what you want to do with a slow push like this.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, I want to look at the itemization here from Suda King. He went for the Tear of the Goddess with the Nomad's Medallion. So he's not rushing for the Ardent Center, but it doesn't matter because the Flash Ultimate is going to be coming in with the Cataclysm from Fluffy. Might be able to get the kill. The Red Slow is going to be slowing him down, and Hawkins going to be the one to secure that kill. That red buff making it really easy to pick up the kill onto Shiklin. He had the flash. He didn't use it. He was really, really greedy. He could have dodged that from the knockup and still would have been able to escape out of that Cataclysm.
He definitely should have there. He had the opportunity from the fact that Hawkins did miss this ultimate here. He kind of Yeah.
I don't know what the ultimate from Hawkins Zip, but the flash should have came out so much earlier from Chiclane. He used the heal, but he still waited for so long for no reason. He could have definitely escaped.
Yeah. He
Oh,
definitely
meanwhile,
could've-
you're talking about the party in the bot lane, and here we go. The Sandy Knight going to be coming in with the double kill with the
Oh!
Feather Storm, and the Heroic Catcher is going to be coming in. Got to get the knockup onto 2 members of Vanguard, but Dakin's going to be coming down with the Smite. Fluffy might be able to get secured with the knockup with the last search shot. Yes, it is, but it doesn't matter because it's
feather
a
call.
double kill by Devils, and Krebsy picks one up as well. 4 kills for nothing for Vanguard. We're talking about them needing to be aggressive. There's the 4 kills, and
That
there's
is
the first break
aggression.
gold.
That was really good from the side of Phelan Vanguard, and I would have liked to have seen exactly what they did, like leading up
How
to that.
did it
to-
start
to
up?
organize,
Exactly, yeah.
You know, they were doing that slow push in the bot lane. They were like building up that wave. You know, there's a massive amount of stuff that Aserad that will miss out on there. Like he's missed out on a lot of gold from that, and that's just really scary for the side of Aserad.
All
and
it takes
Dixie
is a
Normus.
replay, and here is the replay that we've been waiting for to see how exactly it started off.
Yeah, look, they got 4 people straight down, and they ult on with the Shen onto Fluffy, and just trap them down. Get 5 members, all 5 members of the team down here, and just take them out. Like the move took a long time to get down because he obviously had to do the TP and the heroic entrance.
Yes.
So because of that, they had a bit of time to be able to blow up the Aserad on Kog'Maw and Dixie Normus as well.
Exactly, and loving the play here coming out from the side of Vanguard, finally showing that they need, what exactly that needs to be done is that aggression. And of course towards the bottom side of the map, 91 CS to 71 with a couple of minions going to get picked up here for Devils. He's going to have a bit of a lead. He's going to get the root onto Aserad and just going to poke him down.
Oh, that is a lot of damage down to Aserad. They're really trying to make their presence known here. Fighting consistently, trying to poke all the time. And they're going to look for this top tower, but Dakin is not wanting any of it. He's trying to stop them
put
out.
the ward. The ultimate glacial person is ready from Dakin, but here comes Fluffy to the rescue as well. The ultimate's going to be coming down. Crescendo is going to be stunning Dakin, and here comes the TP as well with Mr. Krebsy. But the double cataclysm going to stop Dixie and Aserad. The flash isn't going to be able to save him the heal. Rather, it's going to be the shield trying to heal him up, but not going to be able to stop him anytime soon with the easy kill. Picked up for Devils again. 3-0 and 2 now on that Zaya.
Yeah, no, Devils is playing really well there. He decided not to do anything about Dakin because he knew he was so tanky and just that he really needed to throw damage down
Sudokun's
on
in danger.
Aserad.
He's going to be running into the shockwave with the Dissonance as well. A lot of damage here. Fluffy doesn't have the Cataclysm. Featherstorm going to be landing. Might be able to get another double kill, but doesn't have the Feather Call. But he jumps in for the crit. Will he get the second one? Yes, he does. That's a double kill. And the ultimate, or the passive rather, coming out from the Kog'Maw, not going to be able to get the kill. And Devils again.
Oh my god.
He's getting so fed, and that's
Devils-
exactly what Vanguard wants.
Devils is playing out of his mind here. He's really good on the Zaya. I can't stand playing against Zayas who are this good. They're just so slippery. They're so hard to get. They get all the stuns out. They're just pumping out damage. And obviously they had Fluffy on the back foot there, who was over the wall in the Rift Herald pit. And from that, then they were ready to fight. They knew they could fight, and I must commend. Okay, and here we have a little bit of a replay. See, this is Devils. He's throwing back damage onto Aserad. He's ignoring the Sejuani and just pumping out as much damage as he can. And Fluffy coming in, and a TP was stopped there from the side of. I think it was. Was it Aserad?
Yeah, the Moose stopped TP.
Sorry, the Moose stopped TP. Yeah. No, he didn't have TP. So it was Mr. Krebsley. So they thought they had even more. They would have had, if that wasn't cancelled, it would have been absolute decimal.
It might have been able to change a couple things around in that team fight, but 9 kills to 2, 4.5k gold lead in favor of Vanguard. 14 minutes in, that's a pretty sizable lead.
It is
in their favor at
massive
this
lead
point.
at this point, especially by 14 minutes in. I really have to hand it to Fluffy here. He's playing really well around his team, and we had some questions whether he would be the weak link in this team. And he is playing extremely well on the Starvin, and that they might want to take this away. Maybe those bans that they threw out onto a Mumu and a Nivea, they feeling might be regretting at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, 207, as you said. Jarvan, Fluffy, 100% kill participation around the map. Oh, it's going to be the Glacial Person coming down from Dakin, maybe trying to see if they can get a couple kills back. I start dealing some damage. Meanwhile, Dixie Normus is the one who's in trouble. The flash shot coming in from the Shen, and there's Devils again dominating, getting another kill for himself. And now, every single time you try to make a play, you forget that Mr. Krebsy is there. You forget the Shen has the Stand United. and can just counter every single play that you can make.
Yeah, this is being played really well by Pseudo King, I think.
Yes.
Because of the fact that he's playing so aggressively here, and he's baiting out these fights all the time. They think Sonat is this really squishy pick that they can go pick on, but he has so many heals. He's really good at knowing, you know, his limits on this champion and the enemy champion's limits. So he's baiting them into these fights and causing a lot of havoc for the side of Phelan.
Yeah, exactly. And again, I'm just going to come at the communication coming out from the side of Vanguard, knowing that they have the Shen ultimate, knowing that they have the Stand United. So they're always looking for those picks, and again, always looking for those baits, and it seems to be working out very, very well for them so far. Almost a 40 CS lead here between Devils and Aserat, so looking like a pretty good start. Almost 3,000 gold lead in favor of Devils alone out of the 5,000 gold that they have, all onto their AD carry.
Yeah, that's insane. That's a full item worth of gold there for the side of Phelan Vanguard, for the Devils. And that's really going to help him out here and help out his team to push this forward. They really don't want to let this go on too long, and they really want to try make as much out of these as they can, these little skirmishes.
Stand United isn't available. You see two people here from the side of Phelan rotating. Asteroid's going to try and see if he can get the play. Just bait them out. Already going to be the wild growth popping up here. Devils is going to try and chase him down. He might be able to get the kill. He's going to get a couple of shields from Lulu as well. Devils might be on the run here. Pseudo King's on the wrong side of the lane, but here comes Hawkins. Going to try and push them away. Pseudo King is still going to get picked up by Asteroid, and finally he gets himself a kill. Chicklin trying to see if he can slow them down. Render their movements. Mo got to come in. He's going to get the ultimate. He's going to get the taunt. Meanwhile, Astra's going to get a Fluffy right up in his face with the Cataclysm. Might be able to get the kill. Here comes the ultimate come down as well with the Featherstorm from Devils. Might not be able to get the trade, but Chicklin picks up one. And a couple of kills here. 4 instant kills picked up. Asteroid was taken down, but Phelan finally showing a couple of signs of life here.
Yeah, 4 for 1 there for the side of Phelan. And they just went a little bit too far and didn't know how many people were collapsing on them there for the side of Vanguard. And because of that, they kind of decided to half fight it, half not fight it.
Yeah.
Didn't really know where they were going. And you talked about the communication earlier being really good, but that was definitely a little bit of a lapse in communication, I think, there from the side of Phelan Vanguard. And a bit of a replay here. Aserat looks like he's about to go down, but Devils with the feather call there didn't manage to pick up too much. It's Pseudo King just running straight through the tower, picking up a lot of damage. And Aserat's able to pick him up because of that. And you see that Hawkins and Devils feel like they might be in a safe place here. And Fluffy decides he's just going to try and, you know, jump onto Aserat and take him out, and that might even up the fight. Really unfortunate here for Devils. He does the feather call, and it just doesn't, just by millimeters.
Yeah. Just
millimeters. And that would have definitely taken down Chicklin, I believe. And just really unfortunate there for Devils, and could have turned the tides of the fight if Devils managed to stay alive for it. So.
Yeah, exactly. And now Vanguard trying to see if they can get themselves a consolation prize here. Picking up the Mountain Drake. Currently available. There's a TP and, of course, the ultimate available from Moo, but he's just going to try and be a nuisance here, but they might try and pick it up with the Shockwave, but no, this fight's going to be coming down. Double Shockwave with the slow coming in from the Righteous Glory. Fluffy is in danger. He's going to try and EQ out, but no. Chicklin gets that last auto attack in and secures the kill.
Yeah, he takes him down way too quick, and I believe that Mr. Crepsley has a Stand Unite back up now. So they might look to do something here in the top lane once Mr. Crepsley goes base, and try and fight out again and get this Pugmaw behind.
Or finally try and see if he can get him out of that the discrepancy that he has currently between him and Devils. They're still defending this top lane turret. They've always been allocating so many resources, of course, from the side of Vanguard to try and take it down. But the response from Phelan seems to be working very well. They're always ready to answer. They're always there to try and defend Aserat. And of course, with the last engagement, it definitely showed a problem with Vanguard's composition and a problem with their communication.
I think it wasn't really a problem with their composition, but more so with their communication in what was available to them for fighting at that top lane. They are very pushed up with minimal vision, and you know. They don't see them until pretty much they're right on top of them already.
Yeah, and of course the deeper you are, the worse it gets because you don't have that deep vision set up. It's going to get harder for you to actually try and escape. Meanwhile,
really good stun there by
Devil. Onto Aserat, the knock up. The ultimate's going to be coming in. Fluffy comes in with the Cataclysm, and it's another easy pickup here with the Featherstorm. We're going to be getting the second kill and a double secured here by Devils once more.
Just really
finally,
clean.
they're able to take down that ultimate. But here comes Dakin and the boys. They're going to try and see if they can take this fight here. The turret's going to get knocked up, or rather, the turret's going to get taken taken out, but still they're fighting the taunt on the backline here with Shiklin in trouble 2v1. The Shockwave is going to get him. Meanwhile, Dakin and Moo having a conversation with Devils, but he's still fighting. He's still getting the slow, but he's still going to be able to escape Hawkins. Meanwhile, on the back end of that fight, picks up Shiklin, and this time it's going to be 4-for-1 in favor of Vanguard.
Yeah, it just seems to be going back and forth. First, Vanguard did a 4-for-0, then Phelan did a 4-for-1, and now it's turned back on its tail again for another 4-for-1 for the side of Vanguard. So here, I feel like they're definitely getting the better of these fights, Vanguard, and they just have to wait out these little bit of global ultimates like Mr. Crabtree Stand United and just organize these plays that will help them push forward and be able to take this goal lead and push themselves ahead, propel themselves even further ahead in this game.
Yeah,
and you can see that they have this 6K goal lead now.
Yeah, 6,000 gold lead in their favor at the moment.
By 20 minutes, that is a fairly substantial amount.
Yeah, look at again, there's still the difference between Acerad and Devils. It's been extended to 3.2 K gold lead in favor of Devils at the moment. Mid lane seems to be pretty even. Jungle 1,000 in favor of Fluffy. Again, top lane and support. Support's actually a big difference as well. 1.4K in favor of Pseudo-King.
Yeah, all those assists really helping out Pseudo-King here. And all the gold that he would get from the assists.
And
as
the ancient
well,
coin, of course, yeah.
From the ancient coin, yeah. Nomad's medallion that it upgrades to.
Yeah, Ardent has secured for both these supports at the moment. Guinz is the only item picked up for Acerad. He has a couple of daggers, so he could be going towards the Ruin's Hurricane, of course, for the next item.
I believe so, yeah. I think he will pick that up. And I think that what Vanguard need to do is definitely just wait out this Stand Unite and then pick another fight again as a result of that.
Oh.
And Phelan taking something risky that I don't think they really need to do.
Oh, they're trying to set up a bait,
Okay.
but well read by Vanguard there.
Yeah, really well read. And I feel like Phelan just need to kind of stall it out and keep this game
Oh, this is going to be a
slowed
problem.
down.
Pseudo-King's going to get stunned up and
Oh.
taken down with the Shockwave. Very decisive decision-making here coming out from Phelan, thinking that when you're getting pincered, you always go for the weakest side and just go ham on that side.
Yeah,
That's
you
exactly what they did.
You want to pick up the weakest member there and just inch back into this game, you know, and keep it going on for as long as they can. You know, they don't have to do anything too huge. You know, as the game goes out, the goal discrepancy will be smaller if Vanguard don't do anything about it. You know, it's up to Vanguard here, more so than Phelan. Phelan
Exactly.
just need to scale as much as they can and get that Kog'Maw to that late game.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we're still talking about the fact that it is a ticking time bomb for the side of Vanguard. And
Yeah.
in the situation, Azerad's the bomb because they just need to try and work as
Oh,
fast
a
as
little
possible, and they're
pick
going to
here.
try. Forcing the flash out of the Moo here. Dakin's here for a response, and so are a couple of members from the side of Phelan. Vanguard have the backup. Moo looking to see if he can get the re-engage. Not going to get the taunt, only up to Mr. Krebs. He's going to get knocked up. Sandy United not going to be coming out anytime soon, though. But this time going to be coming in. The Shockwave still waiting. He's going to get two people in there with the Cataclysm 3 locked up. Asher might get taken down, but no, the shield is there. Devils is still on a rampage. That's 2 kills picked up for nothing in favor of Vanguard. And again, they come out on top with a fight here. Dakin is out, and Baron could be the next call here.
Yeah, I feel like that was such a mistake from Phelan here. They really didn't need to force that fight. Moo walking in there, like, has to be something from the communication of the team there that they really want to fight, that Ori
Phelan
had
might
the
be looking for a
shockwave
steal.
up.
There's no shockwave for Shikley. Might be trying to go for it, but no,
No.
the smite is there. 200 HP, though. A little bit too close for comfort. But we're going to get a quick look at the recent team fight here to break it
and
down.
Look, this is Moo just like pushing in for this fight and really wanting to force it. And Ori comes up and she does get a good shockwave. There you go. The shockwave is there. And that was really good. But from this, they really don't need to be fighting. They are behind by so much gold. And it was quite close. But, you know, you're playing from a deficit. You're trying to get this fight. You don't want to pick something unless it's definitely in your favor.
Yeah.
You know? That was just, I think, a mistake here from the side of Phelan. And Vanguard capitalized on that. They did want to fight. They don't mind. They say, you want to fight? Yeah, here we go.
I
Sure,
mean,
why not?
we were talking about this in Champs that I feel and saying, oh, you can have whatever you want. Like, we're still the bigger team. We're the main team, and we're going to take you down. But Vanguard,
They're showing up here.
they're showing up massively, and just so far, look at the items. 10-1-3 on Devils. He has Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver, and the Rapid Fire Cannon. He's almost an item and a half ahead. Another Dragon secured. That is the third one of the game here. So it's not going to be, no Infernal Drake's going to be this game. Next Drake is going to be a Cloud Drake as well. So not
Cloud
really the
Drake.
best of Drakes with Vanguard being ahead so far. It's not going to make it easier for them with no Infernals or Mountains.
Yeah. However, it's still pretty good for them that they have this many Drakes.
Yeah.
Because later on, if it does go to the point that, you know, Kog'Maw is massive and whatnot, they do have the solace in the fact that they will have the Elder Drake there that will have so much buff because of the amount of Drakes they have now.
Yeah.
It will have so much potential to do so much damage on the enemy team and might even up that discrepancy of the Kog'Maw late game, you know?
Exactly. And looking towards Mr. Krebsley and the in the top side, he had a couple of seconds to free himself against that turret. Gonna bring it down to half health already. Of course, with the Titanic Hider secured, he's gonna be able to push Moo in with the Baroned up minions, but looking towards that siege in the bottom lane, there's no way you can stop it. 4v4.
And he does have that stand unite, and they're doing a really good split here that they're not doing mid lane, you know, bot lane split. They're doing a top lane, bot lane split, which keeps the Moo far away so he can't use that hero's entrance onto the bot lane. Whereas, you know, Mr. Krebsley, with that stand unite, can go absolutely anywhere on the map. So that's really good by the side of them.
Yeah, and rotations coming in from the side of Vanguard, going towards that mid lane means that Moo is now in range to use his Stand United without needing to, or rather his heroic entrance, without needing to try and move himself around. But still, the pressure from Mr. Krebsley is mounting up, and Moo can only clear so much with this turret. And now,
this is a good choice here by Hawkins to put up his passive turret behind, because if Phelan do want to fight, they have to fight. Like, Phelan Vanguard can fall back on that tower here.
Yeah.
And, you know, they couldn't force an engage because of that here. Phelan could not force an engage against them. This is what I was talking about earlier as well. Mr. Krebsley is just slowly taking down this turret bit by bit. When Shen gets to that stage when he is ahead of the Galio, he does actually have more potential to push it out. Of course, he does have the Baron empowered minions behind him in this scenario, but I feel like that matchup does kind of skew towards Shen's favor if he does get ahead.
oh, look at this. Decent damage being laid onto this turret. They might actually be able to take it down. Moo's still occupied in the top lane, but he moved away. Both top laners are moving away here to try and see if they can buy time. Moo,
Yeah, Moo
going to be
is definitely-
recalling now.
Yeah, he really wants to get in on this. They will look for a fight. And Mr. Krebsley will be able to communicate this with his team, that the Moo has gone back and he will be looking for something in this bot lane. And they might just try to engage or something here.
Yeah, and of course, with the top lane turret already being secured, and now every single outer turret has been taken out. 6 turrets to nothing in favor of Vanguard. Fluffy, a little bit aggressive. Going to take a couple of shots to the face coming up from Azeroth, but still, pressure mounting up in the top lane, trying to see if they can delay or take Moo's attention. But with that taken down, the Baron buff's already going to expire. If not, it already did. But they still used it pretty well because they secured all outer turrets. So the gold lead right now is 11,500 in Vanguard's favor.
I think that's about like a 4.5k gold power play there from the Baron.
With the Baron, look at the gold, 13.7 to 8,000. Almost, it's getting pretty close to what, 6,000, 5,000 gold?
Yeah. 5,000 gold lead about.
For Devils,
5.3.
that's an item. That's definitely more, almost 2 items, more than an item and a half.
Yeah, that's absolutely massive, and that's where the change is coming in these fights. Devils is really pumping out damage, and he has so much here. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah, and of course with the Hex Shrinker being picked up, considering that most members, if not all of them, do a lot of magic damage. Azeroth does do mixed damage, yes, but there's still that bit of magic damage being dealt.
It's
so
really good to pick that up because they
really
do
good.
have triple AP on the side of Phelan here for their 2 solar laners and their jungler. And you do want that because you're doing the Kog'Maw comp, but I feel like having that double AD carry would have worked out a bit better for the side of Phelan.
Yeah, exactly. And Ocean
That's why that ban was so important in the draft phase where they banned the Corki way. I know Corki does do about 80% magic damage, but it's kind of like people don't really see it as much that way, I don't think. Yeah. They're kind of like, oh, they have 280 carries, you know.
It's fine.
Auto-attacking.
This is fine, and everything's on fire.
Yeah.
And looking towards the Ocean deck is going to be a minute and a half, and it's going to be an, of course, I already said Ocean, which means more regen. Stacked with this second one, of course. I think it's going to be.
It does also come up at the same time as
the flash out going to be coming in. The knockup, of course, onto Shigley. He might actually get taken down, but no, the shield's going to be coming out. And all the heals from the Lulu with the wild growth. They might be able to get the kill. Dakin is also low. Looks like a very, very promising engage here.
From the side of
no one dropped, but they might be able to drop the turret here. Moves on his own. He's going to get rooted. He's not going to be able to escape. Not going to be able to escape with the heroic punch. He's going to get slowed down. The inhibitor might be able to fall here. But here comes Dakin. Here comes the Glacial Prison. Maybe looking for an engage. Devils is a little bit too aggressive here. Featherstorm already being used. There's no escape. And now Phelan are on the hunt for some kills.
Good ultimate there by Azir.
Yeah, but Hawkins with a beautiful disengage, and that means the inhibitor is open. The base has been cracked, and now that is one of the final nails in the coffin of Phelan. If Vanguard keep it up.
Yeah, that is definitely one of them there, because because of this, they got this bot lane inhibitor. Now that Baron is coming up in about 35 seconds or so,
Yeah.
it's going to be really hard to do anything about this. Of course, Moo does have that TP. He will be the one, I'd say, clearing that bot lane and trying to do something about it. But this is going to be very hard to come back from the side of Phelan. And look at this lack of vision here. From the side of Phelan, it's so dark. So dark.
I'm tempted to make a dark joke, but let's leave it at that. We won't say anything about that. But with both Scar's Booms being used by the side of Vanguard, they know exactly where the vision is from the side of Phelan, so they're going to lay down their own vision and try and see if they can deny as much as possible. But look at the control ward. Not going to be able to spot out that vision, that ward rather being placed at the very back of the pit. So they know that the Baron's going down. We could be looking at a steal here coming in from Dak into it's already going to get dropped with the smite secured.
Good smite.
Very good smite here coming off from Vanguard, and now extending their lead to 13,000. With an inhibitor already destroyed in the bottom lane, and now it's going to be Mr. Krebsy going towards that bottom side. And Vanguard, now they set their sights onto the second inhibitor towards that top lane.
Yeah, this is going to be, there has to be something absolutely massive to come out here from the side of Phelan. Like 5-man shockwave into, you know, Dakin's Glacial Prison or something like that. It has to be something absolutely monumental to be able to overcome this goal lead.
And with the siege being mounted up here towards that top side, and with the Shen in the mid lane, he has a couple of members there. Since the bot lane's already going to have automatic pressure with the super minions being there. But look at his turrets already taken down to half HP. Might be able to secure it within the next couple of seconds. Meanwhile, mid lane as well being sieged up here with the Shen against the Moo.
Yeah, and despite having that Orianna with all that wave clear, they're finding a hard time to be able to clear this away.
Orianna's the only one that can wave clear at this point.
Yeah, she's
because Astrod will have to go very far forward to clear. But look at that, just because of the minions and no one's able to respond, the inhibitor turret in the mid lane's already taken down. And again, the siege is not easy to break. And Phelan looks like they've given up hope on those inhibitors, and they're going to mount up the last defense, the last stand at their Nexus turrets.
This is just an unrelenting march towards the Nexus here by Phelan Vanguard, and they're doing an absolutely excellent job of just taking down everything that Phelan have.
Yeah, 3 inhibitors secured, and now they're set their sights onto the Nexus turrets. The first one is going to be falling very, very soon. The Shockwave going to be able to get to. The Witherstorm going to be trying to stop down, but here comes a Heroic Enter trying to buy as much time for the Kog'Maw. Meanwhile, Dakin just gets obliterated at the start of that fight. Devil's still on the back lane, still alive, gets a double kill, and he's still throwing all these feathers around, and that's going to be a triple kill for the Xayah. Will he be able to get the Quadra? Not really. It's still only going to be the triple. Astrod,
so close.
Astrod's still alive, but no, it's going to be...
Kill.
Oh, it's going to be the Quadra kill.
Will he get the
Penta? Go for the Penta. Why are you going for the Nexus? No! No Penta for Devils, but it doesn't matter. He'll take the finals against Ferocity. And an incredible performance here from Vanguard.
Oh, I can't believe poor Devils. He even did the feather call there at the very end. He was so close to getting that Penta. But his teammates were like,
yeah,
you know, no, we want
No, just kill the Nexus. Kill the Nexus.
Kill it, guys.
I feel bad for Devils now that he didn't get the Penta.
But he played absolutely out of his mind that game. You really have to hand it to Vanguard there. They actually played so well in that game. You know, they knew what they were up against, and they knew that they had to push the lead. It was a very similar to yesterday's Div 2 plays with the our jungler skills
and
versus
Ted
Blonde. Yeah,
and that's the thing. With a Kog'Maw composition, you got to get the advantage early on, and they did. And they played it so well.
They did. And you really have to hand it to Fluffy.
Yes.
We did call him out earlier on. We did say he might be the weak link, and he absolutely showed up. He really did. He had so much... Yeah, it's Caster's Curse. I mean, we helped him out. Like, you know,
it was all us, man. It was all us. It wasn't the coaching.
He had so much influence in that game. He had he was involved in so many kills. He had a really high kill participation in that game.
At the beginning of the game, but incredible performance. Definitely a well-deserved win for the side of Vanguard here. And they will be facing Ferocity yet again, this time in the Grand Finals. And, of course, for the first spot in the Division 1 Finals with a best of 5. So this time they're going to have a couple of games and not just the one. But, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the finals very soon.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll ride into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die when the world
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the best of 5 final between Phelan Vanguard and Ferocity Esports. We saw in the last game Vanguard take down Phelan in a swift and convincing victory in that game with, of course, Devils popping off in that game.
Yeah.
What a hell of a performance.
It was absolutely crazy. Like, that whole team played really well together. They coordinated around the map really well. The 4-man dive in the bot lane, swapping it around, waiting for a few of their, ultimates and things to come up again, and then do it the same thing again on the top lane. Just took absolute control of that game, and that's what propelled them forward here to be in the finals now.
Yeah, they really, really did. And of course, shout out to Fluffy once more, just because he had a really incredible performance. 20 out of the 21 kills, definitely a very good kill participation rating in that game. Very convincing, and we definitely called him out at the start, and he definitely showed up, and I'm very happy to see that sort of performance against Dakin, of course, and against a team like Phelan who've been playing together for such a long time. Yeah, and for Vanguard, they've only been a proper team for a week. Yes, they've played together within the last couple of years, but never as a whole unit, I'd assume, as a team like this. And it's definitely nice to see this sort of team come and basically get it to the finals.
Yeah, I mean, they're all very experienced players, and they're all very good in their respective roles. But I wonder, will that be enough to actually face up against the big powerhouse that is Ferocity Esports?
Yeah,
I mean, they have really, really big name here in the Irish scene, and I don't know if they can actually come up to the plate.
It's definitely going to be hard. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle. An uphill battle doesn't even begin to describe it, I think, just because
they are a game down as well.
Yeah.
So, that's really going to play against them. You never know what they could do. Phelan not Phelan, but
Phelan
Ferocity.
Vanguard, yeah.
Phelan Vanguard. We can call them Phelan now.
Yeah.
They might be the main team.
They are
now
the main team now.
Now that the sister team, beats the main team, there you go. They're the main team now. Look at me.
No, oh God,
I am
no.
the main team now.
Oh God, you gotta look at the camera though.
Yeah, look at me.
You gotta do both.
Yeah. But with that, I feel like Ferocity have been playing together a long time as well. Like, they've played in a good few tournaments together.
If not all of them, they've been one of the teams that have been
Aserad
present from the beginning of the Irish scene becoming a scene, really.
Yeah, no, but I mean, this roster itself has been together quite a while, whereas I don't think the Phelan roster has been together as long. So because of that, I feel, Ferocity have a bit more of an advantage here, and they do have the game up. So I'm going to call it for Ferocity. What do you think it's going to be?
I mean, I love Vanguard. I love a Cinderella story, kind of underdog as well. I just love those kinds of things. But it's not easy to believe that they can actually accomplish this. It might be possible for them to take off one game, but maybe, I'd say. But even that,
they definitely have a chance to take 1 or 2 games away from them.
Yeah.
And if they do, they really have a shot at it, because I feel like if they know they can take away 1 game, or they know they can take away 2 games, then they've kind of cracked the code of Ferocity.
Yeah.
Because Ferocity have a similar style to Phelan as well. You know, they do play all these powerhouse champs like the Sejuani, like the Gallios. They do have a very similar style.
Yeah.
They play that protect the 80 carry comp. And maybe, just maybe, Phelan Vanguard now, they do have the upper hand, knowing how to play against that, knowing how to make those choices. But I don't know. I don't think Ferocity will make as many mistakes as Phelan did in the last game. There were a lot of very kind of shady calls and things from the side of Phelan's main team. So I feel like if those are patched up, or not present in the Ferocity lineup, then they'll probably win out.
Yeah, exactly. And we're going to be jumping into the champ select here
The
between
Scion
Ferocity and Vanguard. And of course, Mr. Krebs is going to have a lot of the focus towards him, just so the side of Ferocity can enable their top lane carry, Zizzle. They're going to take away, I'd assume, the Shen. And of course, Sion's already taken away. The Shen would be my next pick.
Yeah.
And then Krebsley would be a little bit uncomfortable in his own lane. And that would be the main problem, I think, for the side of Vanguard.
But the thing about that is, I believe he plays like Gnar or something like that, along those lines.
But not to the same level as he would play for Shen and Sion. Those who were her 2 main picks for such a long time.
Yeah, they would be. But do you want to take away maybe that Xayah from Devils after his absolutely huge performance on it there last game?
You could pick it away. You are blue side for the first game here for Ferocity.
That's true, but I don't think that's really maybe one of the powerhouses that you kind of want to take away.
Yeah.
Azir ban. See, this is a point of contention, actually.
Yes.
Because Azir was played by Hawkins in the last game. Really strong chap at the moment. And Howl actually plays it too.
Yeah.
So Veracity just saying, you know, we don't want that. Take it out of the way. You know, we don't care. Howl can play a lot more than just the Azir. Hawkins might have a bit of a smaller champion pool, and we'll see how it goes between the two of them. Both of them from the same college. Both of them mid laners.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so we'll see how both of them end up against each other.
True. See who this could be like a tryout for them for the ICE maybe.
Yeah,
It's like
for
who
the
will be the
college
who will
league.
be the mid laner for the college league here.
Mm.
But looking at the second ban coming in from the side of Vanguard, it's
A
going to be the
Lulu.
Lulu taken away from Blaze. Now, it would be I just want to know, are they going to take away the Thresh from
yeah,
Blaze?
that's what I was thinking there as well. Maybe they want to leave it up for him and
Bait him into it.
bait him into picking it, but I'm not really sure what you would pick in response to that. I know that last game, Phelan's main team did ban away that Rakan. Maybe Pseudo King is looking to play that Rakan, but that is quite poor into the Thresh. So I don't think they will.
It would
they
be,
will pick
but
that up.
here's the thing. The Xayah and the Rakan, neither of them have been banned just yet. First pick is going to be for Ferocity. So Lulu banned. Let's see what the next ban is going to be from the side of Vanguard. And depending on that, with Xayah and
Janna.
with Xayah and Rakan both up, what will Ferocity pick up here? If they go for the Thresh, I just instantly
No,
think
they won't. They won't. They won't. They
it's a
definitely won't.
possibility.
They won't do it early on at this stage, I don't think.
It's
they'll
either
leave
that
it up
or the jungler. They could
They
go for a
take away the
Sejuani.
Xayah. Okay, this is really good idea to take away the Xayah from Devils.
Ooh.
But that could be
Kalista.
nice.
That would be a
See,
spicy pick. I think.
Devils does still have that Tristana open or Hypercar.
Oh, it is
like
going to be
that.
the Kalista picked up for
Kalista.
Voina.
I wonder, will they go Thresh Kalista? Very common combo, really strong. You kind of want an aggressive jungler to kind
Yeah.
of facilitate that. You want that early game pressure in the bot lane to push that Kalista far ahead early on
Yeah.
and you know, propel her into that mid game, making her absolutely huge. So I'm gonna presume that Ferocity are gonna pick some early game pressure kind of jungler. Maybe Nidalee. XJ is well known for
Jarvan,
his
Nidalee, he
Nidalee.
still has a lot of these options. But for Vanguard, looks like it should be the Shen picked up here for Mr. Krebsley, his second pick. And the Gragas might get picked up here for Fluffy, which means that you want someone with a lot of early pressure. You could be looking at a Jarvan picked up here for XJ. It is a possibility. He has picked it up before in the tournament, so
Yeah, he has. And he is known for these kind of early... He plays pretty much every jungler, but he has really good knowledge of the kind of the kind of carry junglers as well.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the Lee Sin, you know, the
Elise,
Nidalee,
Nidalee.
Elise. Like,
I was going to say
he's played those.
Evelyn for a second, but
But
she's
she's
not
changed.
allowed. No, she's not allowed.
Yeah, that's true. So I feel like, they do take
Thresh
the Thresh
Kalista, yeah,
Kalista
you
here.
called it out. But will
Yeah.
it be the Blood Moon bot lane?
Definitely. Has to be.
It has to be, yeah?
Unless...
Or the
no, it
championship,
won't.
actually.
Do you know why it won't?
Why?
Because
That
Free
is a
Blaze.
Smurf.
That's
Yes, that
Free
is.
Blaze.
Yes, that it is. But looks like the Sejuani might
The
get picked up here.
Sejuani, definitely
That's
a
the
really
thing.
big
You're
pick.
going to have a lot of peel for Kalista in the bottom lane. With Thresh, of course, they just have a lot of synergy for the champions themselves, not really the players. Other than
They're
that,
picking
of
up the
course.
Sejuani here, not really as aggro as I would have hoped for
Yeah.
facilitating Kalista, but it is such a strong pick nowadays. It's so meta, so strong. You kind of just have to pick it up. Like, you know, it doesn't really matter if it facilitates the Kalista. It's just such a strong pick.
Yeah, and with the Sejuani locked in here for XJ in the jungle, let's see what the response is going to be for Vanguard. Are they going to pick their AD carry, or there's a support, or what exactly are they going to go for here? Because we're going to be jumping into the second ban phase.
I think they'll take the Xayah here, so it doesn't get banned away by Ferocity. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, but they can go either way with that.
This thing, actually, what is the matchup like between the Kalista and the Xayah?
Kalista Xayah, I'm not too certain on how it goes. Actually, I think it is fairly even because they're both quite strong in the early mid game. Both play very similar style,
Yeah.
so you never know how it could go.
Yeah.
I think that one.
Well, I
depends.
guess we're about to find out.
I think
if
that the thing
it gets
is
picked up.
that one definitely depends on the supports.
Yeah.
And if Thresh can land hooks on whoever is going to be the support on the enemy team or on the Xayah, but if they do pick the Xayah, we still haven't seen what they played. We're just making
We're
presumptions.
spitballing, yeah, we're spitballing here. But the Syndra could be the next pickup here for Hawkins. The press R for outplay
Yes.
might get picked up here in the mid lane, so kind of alleviates the pressure from more bans coming in from the second phase here. And it is going to be locked in, so
It
that's going to be the
is.
Syndra for Hawkins. And we're-
Syndra pick. See, I talked about this the last day. Howl has had problems with Syndra players in the past who were good Syndra players.
So what would he pick up, you think? Of course, there's the
Do you know
Echo and the Vladimir available, or the Zed.
do you know what I'm hoping for?
Oh god, what?
It's the Zed.
Yes.
Peter,
I want to
sorry,
see.
Howl is definitely known for his Z play in the past. I think he's not practiced it too much since.
Because
But in the past, he used to be a very good Z player, reaching like high diamond, playing Z only, you know, and just really, really strong on that champion. And he might pull it out here just to, you know, flex the guns, you know,
Yeah.
just show what he can do with the. I hope he does. It would be exciting.
It would be exciting to see that.
It really shows like they have so much that they can play around Ferocity here. They have so many picks. You wouldn't really see this normally. Is the Callista Thresh that often? Only that, you know, Blaze is so good on that Thresh, and it pairs so well with the Callista.
Yeah.
And Callista is kind of strong at the moment. She's not top tier. She's not S tier, but
she's
she
not
is
a- she's
A plus.
Yeah,
you know.
she's pretty up there.
Yeah.
And with the next bans
A
coming
Xayah
in,
ban.
since the Syndra was coming up, the Xayah is definitely going to get banned away here from Devil, since it was the primary carry in their last game against Phelan. And with the Fiora rather taken away from Zizzle in the top lane, they want to try and remove as many split pushers as possible away from him. But you take away the Fiora, you have to take away something else. He still has the Clad, he still has the Gnar to go
I
up
would
against
be-
the Shen.
I would
Galio is still available, but I'm not sure Zizzle actually likes to play Galio. He wants to be more of a carry
He
rather than
does.
just a tank.
He does, and the thing is, when they do pick Galio, they tend to flex it to the mid lane.
Yeah.
And give it to Howl.
Or
like,
me.
Or you, when you sub in. And that's kind of how they play. But they ban the Gnar, which is really good. I don't think Mr. Krebsley likes playing against Gnar. It has to be.
Plus, a
He
Shen
banned it
matchup,
last
it would
game.
be hard, yeah.
It's really hard matchup. It just shows he doesn't want to play against that.
Plus,
It's
just
really
imagine the
tough.
combo of course, XJ jumping in with the Glacial Prison, and then you get a huge Gnar ultimate, get a couple of stuns, and then just Callista with the Bork, Rune, and Hurricane. That's what I
does
think, of
leave-
course, the build's going to be.
The thing is, it does leave him open with the choice of the Kled
Yeah.
or something along those lines. So we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, we'll see indeed. And Tristana going to be taken away from Devil, so now
Yeah,
we have to see what the
this-
AD carry is going to be.
I'm
for
really
him.
wondering what Devils is going to go for here. He does. Those are his main two champions, I believe, in the AD carry role.
Yeah.
Are the Tristana and is Caitlyn a very strong pick at the moment.
But
She got
doesn't
changed.
Callista kind of have a better matchup against Caitlyn? Even though, yes, Caitlyn has the longer range, but from what I remember, I think Callista has a little bit of an advantage just because of how mobile she is.
I think she does, in the sense that a lot is put towards getting Callista ahead.
Yeah.
And because of that, the Caitlyn kind of has a bit of a problem with it.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's necessarily that bad of a matchup for the Caitlyn. You know, it's not that bad, and you can definitely play around it. I think this one is down to the supports. It really is.
Yeah,
So
it
we'll
should be,
see.
because
what
we're
they
still
pick
waiting
up.
on the support from Vanguard, but now Ferocity are going to be making their last two picks here of the first game between them. Oriana might be the next one picked up for Hal. Would be a really
That'd
good
be
wombo.
good.
Yeah, it would be a good wombo combo. Plus more shields, more peel, just more utility for Voina on that Callista.
It is a very solid comp at the moment. Definitely pick the Teemo here. I'm
Yes.
really hoping for
I
the
mean, if
team.
you blind their AD carry,
Yeah. I mean, there you go.
I mean, you
Just-
can't shoot an AD carry if he's blind.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure it's definitely going to be a placeholder
Yeah,
here.
it's going to be a place.
Free Blaze is
Ooh!
support.
No, it's going to be Ornn, if I'm correct. That is Ornn top lane for Zizzle against the Shen.
I'm so excited.
I don't know any of the ability names.
Either do I. However, I do know that Ornn has been changed over and over
He
again.
did get a buff recently, didn't he?
He did. He got
Yeah,
another buff.
Yeah,
and
he got buff to
another
his
buff.
ultimate.
And another
And
buff.
another one.
And another one. He's really strong at the moment. He got range on his dash towards
Yeah.
into terrain. It got about a plus 50 range in a circle.
Okay.
So that's actually quite a large change to him, and really helps him out. I've played against an Ornn recently. Okay, he was level 7 Ornn. He had 250 games in ranked already on Ornn,
Jesus.
and he was something like D2 or D3 or somewhere around there. He was
I
disgusting.
mean,
on that
I've
champ.
only watched Ornn maybe 2 or 3 times, but that's about it. I haven't seen
He's
Ornn
so
in action.
scary. A good Ornn is so scary. They put out so much damage. That Ornn did most damage in the game going full tank. They're scary. They're really scary. And that was before the latest buff on him.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
that's-
definitely excited to see what Ornn's going to be able to do, and definitely how Zizzle's going to be able to work around Mr. Krupsy on that Shen in the top lane. Definitely can't wait to see what's going to happen there. Of course, Oriana picked up against the Cinder. We never really touched soft counter against that Cinder, so Hal should be playing pretty safe. Just wave clear and work his way around that. Wait until the later stages of the game where they can just get to team fights, shield that Kalista, get a shockwave maybe, or get a couple of knockups. You see, we never thought about the wombo combo of just the Ram knocking people up, and then you got the Shen with the shockwave, and
yeah, there's a
so
lot.
many combos, so many circles,
The Ram.
and a rectangle.
The Ram here from Ornn actually increases the amount of CC the time.
With the brittle, yeah.
So with that, it's going to be very, very hard for the side of Phelan to deal with that, I think. They picked up the Morgana here in the bot lane. I think that's a fairly solid pickup against the Thresh. The Thresh
Yeah, because
Kalista.
if you land the hook,
However, there is the point that I feel Pseudo King has to hold on to his Q all the time and just have it there for the pressure of having it there. Not because of like, he doesn't want to throw it out at all. Because if he does and he misses that Kalista's so
gotta go forward, yeah,
dip and dodge and dive and, you know, what are the 5Ds again? Dip, dive,
no, it's
dodge, dip,
dodge,
duck.
dip, no, dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge. There you go.
Yeah,
Oh,
2
got him. There we
dodges.
go.
Yeah, there's going to be so much dodge in this game.
Ducking,
I would have
dipping.
dodged this game.
I
Just
don't. There's an Ornn in the game.
Yeah, I'm so hyped.
I'm so excited.
If I was against the Ornn, dodge, boys. No, but if he
Alt
if
F4.
he throws that Q out,
Yeah.
and misses the binding, you know, they have so much pressure to be able to trade back onto him, because then at that point, you know, the Morgana can't do anything about it. She
Yeah.
just kind of has to stand back or run as fast as she can. What I do like though is if the Morgana does go with the Spell Thieves,
Yeah.
the what is it called? The reward or the it's the reward you get for the certain amount of time you do it.
I have no idea.
Oh well, anyway,
It's the reward you mean from the ancient coin?
they have one for Ancient Coin, they have one for
Spell
Spell
Thieves,
Thieves, and the one for Spell Thieves is that if you apply a skill or any kind of damage
Yeah.
to an enemy champion, you get a burst of move speed. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
you can drop your W on a group of people or anything like that, and you get a huge burst of move speed to be able to run away. Or what's really good about it
Engage.
is if you hit a Q, you just get a burst of move speed, and you get to get in there without having to use your flash ultimate.
Yeah.
It's almost like a Storm Raider surge. So I'm really hoping he will go with that and not with the coin pickup here.
Well, we'll find out soon enough to
And
see
it has
what
been
exactly they're
buffed
gonna
as
have.
well. Early game, Spell Thieves went from 5 AP to 10 AP. So it's actually got buffed again. I'm really liking Morgana at the moment. I play it so much. It's so
You
good.
barely play League anymore.
I do. I do play it a good bit.
When?
I played 2 games today. I
Well-
played 1 game for 1 LP today as well.
1 LP.
I got 25, 25, 25, 24. Stuck
Gotta-
on 99.
Gotta
Feels
love that
bad, man.
99 LP life. But ladies and gentlemen, we are finally live with the first game between Ferocity and Phelan Vanguard. And of course, because of the double elimination bracket, it is going to be a 1-0 lead in favor of Ferocity. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Fluffy and
Bit of a dance off here. Are we going back to
We're
the
gonna
dance
we're gonna
off?
have a dance off.
We're
Oh, I'm
gonna
ready.
have a dance off. I'm so ready. Gragas dance off. I could do that one now. I'm not going to the gym as much lately. Here we go.
So don't even get me started, man. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, no, with this, I feel they do have to kind of, I don't know, prioritize the bot lane here again. I mean, it is a bot lane centric meta, but they don't have to go here that much, I don't think. Just
Can
on
you
the
do
side
the
of Ferocity.
Ornn dance?
I didn't even know what Ornn's dance was.
Well, now we do.
It's like
it's-
the Running Man.
No, yeah, it is the running. It's kind of like a Garen, but you gotta run as well.
Yeah, so
instead of
it's
just
just
the
a
hands.
Running Man, you know? Running Man challenge, let's go.
But it's a running ram, isn't it?
Running Ram.
Running ram. There you go. Running
Yeah.
ram. Ornn, the running ram.
There you go.
Now say that 3 times. He's still dancing. He's still showing us the moves.
What's the song again for the Running Man thing?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, do.
No, we're not
do,
doing that.
do,
No, we're
do.
not doing. We are not doing that. But looking at
Oh.
you can already see the early aggression. The Flay is coming down. The ignite. Oh, look at all that aggression
This
coming out.
is-
They might be able to get first blood, forcing the flash out of Pseudo King already.
The
And Devils.
cheese here from the side of Ferocity,
Oh.
standing in that brush. Remember this kind of tactic everyone used to do back in?
Season 5,
No, it was back before pre-level 30 kind of skills.
pre-level 30.
Yeah, anytime you're pre-level 30, both bindings hitting here from Pseudo King.
Yeah,
He's
oh.
definitely doing really well with that. Blaze missing the flay, maybe he's a bit rusty on that Thresh because it just keeps getting banned away from him.
No, because it doesn't have the level 7 mastery. It affects his performance.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, he can't spam mastery, so
Nope.
He's a bit.
Oh,
These
looks like
lines
Voina
are
might be in
so
trouble.
good right now.
Sudoking actually doesn't have flash. There's still the heal available.
He did have that rend available there.
Yeah.
I think if he flash rended it, he might have actually got him there. Pseudo King down 2 summoners already. They do have a bit of a difference here in summoners in the bot lane. Pseudo King opting for that heal with Devils on the barrier compared to Voina and Blaze's Ignite heal. You know, very, very common old bot lane thing. They really want to have that pressure and really want to win this lane. That's what that says to me. From that, you know, they just want to try win it out and get that Kalista ahead. And so far, it seems like they are winning in this matchup.
Yeah, they are winning indeed, but looks like Scuttle Crab going to try and get secured here by XJ towards that bottom side, so they will have a little bit of vision combined with that ward that was just placed by Blaze, so they know Fluffy is there. Voina's pretty low. He does have no summoners at all. So
Voina has no summoners.
yeah, could be looking at Flash Body Slam. The Body Slam doesn't land onto Blaze either, but here comes XJ. Might be trying to get a kill. He gets the hook. Actually,
really good hook.
This could be first blood going over to Voina, and the double buff secured. And a great start to Ferocity.
That is definitely what you want for your Kalista. Getting your Kalista ahead like that, this early on, double buffs, you know, free kill early on. It's just not free, but well played by Blaze there, getting that hook. But definitely pushing them ahead.
I actually forgot, how is Mr. Krebsley going to deal with Zizzle when Zizzle is able to buy whatever items he wants whenever? So he rarely needs to recall unless he's very, very low.
The only time you ever recall with Ornn is if you need, you know,
To roam or to heal, I'd assume.
pretty much. You need to heal.
Because he already bought
you
a
need
mana
some
crystal.
kind of consumable.
Yeah, he already bought a mana crystal and boots.
Yeah, that's what you do on Ornn. Generally, what I see them do a lot of, instead of the mana crystal, is they go some kind of resist item straight away. They start with the Doran's shield, pick up a resist item, boots, and they have that little bit of an advantage without having to go back.
Yeah, exactly. And just looking towards the mid lane here, Howl and Hawkins. Hawkins already very low on mana, so won't be able to go for a lot of those trades against Howl in the mid lane. And of course, with Voina having the red buff and the blue buff, he's going to be able to clear up that bottom lane so easily. And of course, with the regen of the red buff, it makes it easy for him to sustain himself in the lane as well, combined with the relic shield coming up from Blaze.
Yeah, it gives them that little bit of regen there. Health regen is really good for him. Oh, and they're actually just getting slightly bullied out here. Down by the 10 CS as well. Just that's really hurt.
I would flash auto attack rend that just to get that kill, but he doesn't have flash. Only the flash ignite available from Blaze.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
think he'll be able to.
Oh, I like that amount of damage. This is the exact matchup I played as well.
You were Shen.
I was Shen against an Ornn, and the Ornn absolutely destroyed me. We'll see how Mr. Krebsley deals with it, though.
Well, he's not faring very well. He's a little bit behind on CS. The wave is bigger in Zizzle's favor, so he'll be able to get a lot more out of it, and he's constantly getting pushed here. And the fact, again, that Mr. Krebsley has to recall pretty soon, and you know, just to regen a little bit more. And with the fact that Ornn can just always just get the items whenever he wants them. He just bought a cloth armor as well, so he's building towards, I'm going to assume, the Iceborne Gauntlet. That's the one.
That's probably what it will go towards, yeah. Not really sure how Ornn's itemized actually nowadays.
Actually, not only that, what about the item buffs that they're going to get? Because every single person on the team can buy one empowered item from Ornn.
The later this goes, the better it is. I think a lot of the time, people misinterpret how good Ornn is because of the fact that, you know, he has a low win rate in say, solo queue and things like that.
Oh, it's going to be the Call of the Forge God coming down. He's going to get the knock. Might be able to get the first blood, and rather not even first blood. It's going to be the second kill of the game, and a solo kill for Zizzle in the top lane.
Call of the Forge God there. Absolutely just, it's just so strong. That champion is crazy strong. What I was getting trying to make a point about there was the fact that people see Ornn as being like not that strong because his win rates are quite low in solo queue. Oh, we'll just go to the replay here first.
Yeah, so already Mr. Krebs is a little bit low. He tries to get out with the taunt.
Fellas.
He already has, he has the flash.
He does have 300 HP here, like, and just absolutely smashes him there with that ultimate.
Literally smashes him with a ram.
With a ram to the face.
Ram to the face. That's not really yeah, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Sounds very painful too.
Yeah, it does. Getting back to the point that I was at, I will finish this someday. This point is going somewhere. Don't worry, guys. So they see him as being bad because, you know, his win rate is low or whatever. But a lot of the time, people are picking up these items that Orn offers in the shop quite early. They should be seen as more like later,
Late game itemization.
late game itemization because they don't offer anything other than raw stats.
Oh, looks like Hal might be in trouble here because here comes 50 towards that mid lane. Hawkins already applied a little bit of damage. He got the stun, and
good
the Hal is going to be
flash.
flashing away, but he might be in trouble. He's going to get the shockwave into Hawkins, but no, Hawkins flashes out of danger. The slow is going to come from the barrel. They're going to be the unleashed power coming in, but with the shield coming in from the
Oh.
lantern from Blaze, and that rotation is going to save Hal's behind. And now the re-engage onto Fluffy with the body slam failing to land, but still going to be able to get it with the Q, with the smite, and now Fluffy's still in trouble. Senya United going to come down. Here comes Mr. Krebsley. It's going to be 2 for 1, but the flash engage again from Exe with the heal, or rather with the flight coming in from that. From the thrust is going to be the hook landing, and he expects the flash as well. Hawkins might get taken down with the last auto attack. A double kill for Orn, and might be a triple. Yes, it is.
Wow.
And Zizzle 4-0,
is
and he's already
absolutely-
fed.
Absolutely massive at the thing. I think that the main point there was the roam by Blaze. Roam by Blaze there, he picked up those early Moby
I
boots.
did not even see him on the minute. I did not notice. I was like, okay, no, Howl is dead.
Just a speed demon, an absolute speed demon here, running around the map, making influence with those Moby boots. And this is where he comes in. Oh, a great flash here by Howl. Wants to try turn it back onto Hawkins, and another return great flash by Hawkins. And it looks like he thinks that he's going to have enough damage to kill him. So he dodges out of the way of XJ coming in on that Sejuani. And just Blaze getting there in time just is enough for them to influence this whole fight. He's hitting hook after hook, flay after flay, and this is the turn of the fight.
Oh, Voidna's going to be able to take down Devils, though. He's going to be staring at a gray screen for about 20 more seconds. Sudoking might be in trouble. The Ren might be able to get the double kill, and yes, it does. And Voidna is now 3-0 with almost a 20 CS lead as well. Ferocity just showing us Ferocity fashion. 4,000 gold lead in less than 10 minutes. What can Vanguard do here?
I'm not sure. They're getting like beaten all around the map. Oh, really good play here by Blaze.
Yeah, a delayed Black Shield.
Delayed Black Shield is kind of what lost them this, I believe. But they're beating them all over the map, no matter where they go. And Blaze seems to be everywhere they do go. And he is definitely
He
the
has
most
6 out of
influential.
7 kill participation, which is pretty good.
The only kill he wasn't involved in was a solo kill by Zizzle in the top lane
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
He is definitely making the most influence in this game, and that's why support is the best role.
I
No
definitely-
bias, no bias.
I mean, I definitely agree. No, because a lot of people just shun out the support role sometimes, thinking that it's not influential enough in the game.
I think
but
it's
I think
the most
it
influential
is.
role.
It definitely is, because if you don't roam, then you're the one making it a useless role. If you're just staying in lane for the entirety of the game, you're useless because you're staying in that lane.
The thing is, there is enough merit to the fact that if you can make plays from lane,
Yeah.
and you're against a much weaker opponent or something like that,
Oh.
there is merit to that. But yeah, being able to roam around and influence everywhere on the map is definitely what you want to be able to do.
Yeah, exactly. And now
I really like that pickup as well of the early Moby boots. It's exactly what I do on Thresh as well.
it works out very, very well. It just makes it easier for him to rotate. And Hal has a decent CS. He has about 99 CS in 11 minutes. He's getting pretty close to that 10 per second. Mr. Krebs is now in danger. He's not going to be able to taunt his way out of this. He's going to get flayed back. He doesn't have the flash. He's going to get a couple of spears in his face, and the Ren might better get the kill. And yes, it
Yes, it
does.
will.
And a rampaging Voina in that top lane. Oh, boy. That is,
Yeah.
again, 7 kills out of the 8. Blaze is still making plays all over the place, and now Voina is just getting so enabled in this game.
Yeah, he's absolutely massive here. And this is the power of the Callista now in the mid game. The fact that she's 4-0 so far ahead. You know, they're just going to be so much trouble here.
Oh, the flash hook
Oh.
doesn't land, but the flay does, and Devils is still in trouble. San United coming in, it's a level 8, but still a pretty big shield, and Voidna's going to be in trouble. There's no ultimate, there's no Lantern to save him. It's going to be a shutdown coming in for Devils with the ace in the hole.
Yeah, 4 members here to actually take down one in the top lane. Jumping between both towers where Blaze and Voina and really trying to, you know, cause havoc here. They're just absolutely destroying. at the
Hawkins
moment.
might be in trouble. The shockwave is going to put him back. The call of the Forge God is going to be coming in, getting the knock up,
Oh.
and a beautiful play coming in from Ferocity once more, getting Hawkins down. Suda King
And
might be in
Blaze
trouble, but he's
stuck
gonna
on
get the
her
Oh,
tower.
Blaze! He's gonna sit there for days. And he's gonna get taken down by that turret. Mr. Krebsley secures himself a kill.
Yeah, and that was a really nice find there by Pseudo King once Blaze got into range of that turret and began tagging because of his flay auto that he did onto Pseudo King. And a
Quick
replay here.
replay towards that mid lane
How
play. Just look at where
blowing
Ornn
this
made the
early
engage as well
It's
from
really
the right side.
crazy. Like that ultimate, the fact that he managed to hit that was really crazy as well there. And just getting too close into that turret, and that's why he pays for it for coming in just a little bit too far.
Yeah.
And
And I know he's not going to be happy about that just because he hates having a bad KDA in the game. So he's flaming. I just-
KDA player question mark?
Yes, he is.
No,
I, know,
just
I
kidding.
will answer that. Yes, he is.
Oh.
I just know that for a fact. But, I mean, with one kill, your KDA doesn't really get affected.
No,
if it's more, it doesn't.
I mean, it goes from
Oh,
infinity to the number.
Yeah, I mean,
There you go, it's-
Overall KDA, yes, it's affected, but in a single game, no.
No,
Because
not
if you have
really.
0 or 1 deaths, it's
Division by 0, though. Come on, man.
really.
Kills over division
No.
by 0.
So that makes a KDA useless then.
Yeah, it just
No.
makes it undefined. Would you not like an undefined KDA?
Yes,
Yes.
because my KDA is less than. Well, less than Voina's 8p right now because Devils just took him out.
Yeah,
1v1. And
just
Blaze,
about didn't get.
Blaze doesn't have the ignite, but he might be able to get the kill with the auto attacks
Definitely
and the
will.
minions,
There
and he
you go.
gets himself one with the assist, of course, for Voina.
Really unfortunate there by Voina. You know, he was 5-1 fighting against that Caitlyn, and Caitlyn managed to come up out ahead, and he didn't even have heal. Or Voina used heal in that scenario. You know, Devils didn't have his barrier, so Devils came out the better of that
Yeah.
in that scenario, and really showed that, you know, he's doing well on this Caitlyn here. And it was just a little bit too late. You know, he didn't get that Ren down. Could have went either way in that scenario.
It really could have. And now, just looking towards Zizzle. He's going to be trying to run away here. Going to get slow onto Pseudo King. Mr. Krebs, he might be able to get the taunt. Going to jump right over Zizzle's head. Meanwhile, X is going to be spawning that Rift Herald towards that mid lane. They're going to set up a siege while the team from Vanguard Set's going to be distracted trying to hunt down a Ram. Meanwhile, Force to say, let's just take your mid lane third here and make it our second of the game. Mr. Krebs might be in danger. He's going to get Blaze coming in, and he gets the hook
really
over
good
the
hook.
wall. He's going to be jumping into 3 members in the Shockwave. Not going to be able to get a single member, but the knockups coming in with the Glacier Prison. That could be another double kill here secured. Hawkins does get the barrier. He's going to be able to run away alive, but Fluffy will not, and he is going to fall. And that is going to be Pseudo King with a couple of spears as well. The Ren not going to be able to get the kill, but Voina still secures it onto Hawkins. Pseudo King has to run. He has to hide. Voina might be able to jump over the wall, but he won't.
He won't
And
bother.
that is
He's
going to
gonna
be
go back.
3 kills for nothing in favor of Vanguard and a turret as well.
Absolutely excellent play here by Ferocity. You know, they're absolutely destroying around the map. They know how
They
to
have
make things
almost a
happen.
9,000 gold lead 15 minutes in.
15 minutes in and hitting on the inhib towers already. This is absolutely crazy.
Oh boy, here XJ could be in trouble. A couple of attacks, but there's no damage at all coming out from Devil's side. He can't do anything, and Mr. Krebsley trying to see if he can defend the turret with any HP that's remaining. Hal will be
they
able to get that last
manage.
auto attack, and the inhibitor turret falls at 15
15
minutes.
and a half minutes into the
15
game.
minutes and 33 seconds. That definitely has to be the fastest one in the right tournament.
Yeah, definitely so far. Blaze, knowing that Mr. Krebsley would dodge backwards, good black shield here by Pseudo King, but just they have so much and they're just piling on the damage. The CC, Call of the Forge God, absolutely adding onto that CC with the brittle passive onto everyone, and they're just taking down absolutely
What can
everyone.
men do against such reckless hate? I wonder. I just love quoting Lord of the Rings there, but I mean, Vanguard are right now Titan just waiting, having a couple of Nazgûl swarming around. It's like, what do you do?
What do you do is exactly it. I'm not even sure what they can do with this goal lead that's so far 9k by 16 minutes into the game. Like, they have to feel very down and out at the moment, you know?
I don't think they're feeling so good.
Feeling so good. Just
Hey, you laid it up. I just, knocked it out of the park. It's not my fault.
knocked it out of the park or missed it altogether.
I'm gonna go with both.
Both.
Both, but I'm kind of sad to see that
Shrug.
it's only a Cloud Drake so far in this game that's been spawned, and no one seems to be.
Nobody
giving it
even
any-
wants
No
it.
one
Kick,
cares.
go.
No one wants it.
No. It's not going to propel you into much of a lead, so they don't really want it here.
Yeah.
You know, Ferocity feel like they can spend their time better elsewhere, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And now Mr. Krebsley just having a little bit of a chat with Zizzle. And Zizzle doesn't really want to go
Doesn't
for it.
really
trades.
care.
He doesn't care. No, he's just going to push the lane in, force Krebsley to form under the turret, and then just try and roam around the map. And now, with an inhibitor turret falling in the mid lane, the outer turret is still alive in the top lane for Phelan.
Yeah,
A
that's
glimmer of hope.
a glimmer, a very slight glimmer. But I feel like Ferocity will be kind of rotating around and keeping that vision. They do have a good bit of vision control in that topside jungle. Now they eventually go for this Cloud Drake here. I guess they're just like, I might as well pick it up. There's nothing much else that we can do on the
because
map.
I think they're just going to wait maybe until the Baron, take the Baron and just take one more fight and end the game, because they have a 10,000 gold lead about 18 minutes into this game.
Yeah, I feel like what they should be doing is
Oh.
focusing towards that outer tower in the top lane. You know, they can take down Devils and Pseudo King in the top lane if they decide to push some more resources into it up here. Devil's not even in that top lane. It's actually Fluffy clearing the waves.
They need another laner. They can't keep up with the aggression and the pressure coming up from the side of Ferocity here. And now you can see that XJ on your minimap coming up behind the red buff.
Good dodge here from Blaze. And just taking out those wards, keeping the vision control up in the enemy jungle. And that's kind of what Phelan Vanguard have to
Oh,
do.
Call of the Forge God going to be coming in. He's going to get the knock up onto Hawkins with the Shockwave, with that Brittle. And he's going to get the passive up, and they're going to get the kill. And it's going to be Hawkins again with that great screen right in front of him. Fluffy might be in the next target here. TP going to be coming onto the top lane turret here to try and see if they can mount up a defense. Meanwhile, Fluffy is in trouble inside his own base. He's not even
Oh.
allowed to walk outside the gate.
That's so
That's
crazy.
just got to be said. But Hal might get
Oh.
rooted up and taken down here. But no, he won't. He's going to try and survive. Hal's going to escape. There's no ultimate. There's no soul strikers coming in.
the
But the flash
flash
auto
for the
attack
kill.
from Devils are going to get the kill here towards the mid lane. Actually going to be coming in to the rescue. Meanwhile, the rest of Ferocity are attacking that top lane in their turret. Going to try and see if they can, or rather be able to secure. And yes, they should be able to. And that is every single outer turret, bar the bot lane. Inner turret so far, 6 turrets to nothing. A 12,000 gold lead so far, 20 minutes into this game.
And they're just taking control of this jungle here, which is exactly what they want to be doing. 30 seconds until the Baron comes up, and you know, having control in that jungle, and just, you know, it's going to be so hard for the side of Phelan Vanguard to come back from this. What I do feel like they need to do is buy a lot of control wards and just try to take back as much vision control as they can in their own jungle. And maybe try to either catch Blaze coming in for trying to clear vision or something like that. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Devil's picking up that control ward, throwing it in there, trying to get a bit of control back to his own jungle. And maybe they can make something happen out of that, little by little. But they have to really make something happen, something to just claw their way back into this game.
It's going to be very, very hard for them to do so, because Baron is now up 20 minutes in, of course, into this game. Yeah, TP available for us is also he can be free to farm up towards that bottom side. There's barely any vision set up for the side of Ferocity here, actually, towards that Baron. There's a control ward and a couple of wards as well around the pit here for Phelan, so they'll know whenever the Baron's going to get started up or whenever it's going to get cleared here by Blaze. He has a control ward of his own, so he should be able to clear it up pretty soon here. And with the Infernal Drake spawning it in 5 minutes, I don't think the game's going to be going on for that long.
No, I don't think so. Like, in this scenario, I feel like they kind of have a stranglehold on the game. But it is 11k differential between the teams in terms of gold. We have seen that come back from in a lot of scenarios by really good teams.
In the Irish scene.
In the Irish scene, no. No.
You see, that's where the problem is.
That is definitely where the problem is the Irish scene. No, I'm joking. You
comment.
never know. They really have to pull out something really big here. I'm not sure if they can do it. It will take a lot to do.
You know what I would do in this situation? I would just send XJ and Voina towards the Baron, and then let every other member of Ferocity just go to some other lane and try and do something there. XJ, try and see if you can find that engage here. Mr. Krebsley zoning out Voina here. A couple of members through the jungle, just making their way. And actually, I love I love the setup here, because they need. They're forcing Phelan to go a very long way, while Hal does a little bit of damage towards the inhibitor turret.
Yeah, and because of this,
the
they
inhibitor
sent
itself.
5 members to defend this inhibitor, and they will be able to get the second tier tower in the bot lane as a result of that. Or will they? It's
Couple
holding
minions.
on by a thread by itself. And
A couple of minions coming in. They might
maybe
be
feeling
able to.
looking to start a fight here in the 5v3
They have to.
scenario.
They're going to go for the
They
fight. They're
have
going to try and get the shockwave. The glacial person going to stun up that
Voina
Hawkins,
joins
but the
in.
shockwave is only going to get one. And it's going to be Fluffy on the backline. Here comes Voina onto Suda King. That gets one. That makes two. And that is 3 kills going over to Ferocity. A double kill for Ornn. The knockup coming in from the ultimate here from Voina. It's going to be a double kill for himself as well. And the flash hook is going to land. And that is going to be the last member. Devils himself. Triple kill for Voina. And that has to be the first game going over to Ferocity, making it 2-0.
Wow, that was absolutely something else. You know, they kind of baited in the fight. They knew that Voina and Blaze were coming across to be able to join into that and just, you know, just tuck it away. They're just so far ahead.
4 seconds onto Fluffy. Suda King is up. Will they be actually able to finish the game? Hook lands onto Suda King. He's just going to get taken out. There's nothing he can do. XJ is the one to claim that kill. And now it's going to be the first inhibitor, or first Nexus turret rather. Already going to fall. Second one is on the line here. Zizzle's tanking up, but he doesn't care. He has a lantern. He has a shield. He has everything he needs. And now the Nexus is naked. It is bare. And it is taken on that damage. Double stun onto the backline on Voina and Howl. And Phelan are trying to find a way to defend, but there's nothing you can do this late into the game. This game should be going over to Ferocity now.
Mr. Krebsley blowing the tongue kind of flash there. Just for fun.
And call
And
of the
will
Forge
they
God.
manage to
It's one
actually-
more auto attack, and there it
there
is.
it
Going to
is.
be coming in from XJ, making it 2-0 for Ferocity.
Yeah, 2-0 now. That was a really convincing win there for Ferocity. You know, you can't really take it away from
Ferocity
them.
fashion, yeah.
It's just Ferocity fashion. They just played around the map really well. Got that early lead, the bot lane, the top lane. Blaze roaming around the map, causing so much influence and just getting hooks left, right, and center. You don't want to give them a thresh.
Yeah, and
you kinda gotta
that's why
take
we
that
were
away
talking
from
about the
next
Thrush
game.
at the beginning of the Champ Select, because you have to take it away from him. Yes, they didn't prioritize it, but the fact that he was still able to pick it up, combo that with a Callista in the bottom lane, and how aggressive they were, it just made it look very easy from their side. And I think that it just Ferocity outskilled and outplayed Phelan in every single lane.
Yeah, they really did. And just overall macro play as well.
Yeah.
Once they got that lead, they knew what to do with it. They knew how to spend their time. They knew how to, you know, go about getting objectives and forcing fights that they wanted to happen to be able to, you know, push on for that win.
Yeah, knowing they have the advantage, knowing that they're able to take the fights and take the win, and it's now 2-0 in favor of Ferocity. Vanguard are hanging on by a thread. One more win left for Ferocity to claim that title yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the second game between Ferocity and Phelan Vanguard. We are back, ladies and gentlemen, jumping into the second game here of this best-of-5 final between Phelan Vanguard and Ferocity Esports, and it could possibly be the last game here between both these teams, as of course Ferocity have a 2-0 lead, one from the double elimination bracket and one of course from that last game, with one hell of a commanding performance that we've seen.
Yeah, no, definitely Ferocity took absolute control of that game and just kept it from start to finish. Always throughout that game, they had the lead. They had the knowledge to how to go about the map and just take control. Just had it like in a stranglehold almost.
Yeah, and it was not an easy situation for Phelan Vanguard to try and deal with it, and it was definitely a very hard spot for them to be in. They were stuck between a rock and a ram, and there's nothing really that they can do about it, and both of them coming in from Ornn in the top lane. We've seen a couple of solo kills from Zizzle in the top lane, and just all the roaming potential and the pressure that Blaze applied throughout the game, and again, just every lane performing very, very well.
Yeah, no, playing a very different style to what we've seen them earlier on in the tournament as well. We saw them play that very common style at the moment where everyone's picking, big tanky top laner, a tanky jungler, and then like playing around the AD carry with Ardent Sensor and everything like that. And they change it up a bit and they show they can play multiple styles, and they really took control with that.
Yeah, they really, really did, and we should be jumping into the game anytime soon. Now here, the thing is, for the side of Phelan Vanguard, how do you adapt to this sort of style that Ferocity have? And it's not really a specific style for Ferocity as well. They can play multiple compositions and just play the game in so many different ways and so many different aspects that it's hard to anticipate what they're going to do next. And that's the thing. How are Vanguard going to just find a way to deal with it?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I feel like when you're 2 games down in a best-of-5, you kind of want to revert back onto your most comfortable champs and just play what has worked for you kind of thing, and play around that kind of a style. They do have to take away that Blaze's Thresh.
Yes, they definitely do.
They really do, and they do it straight away here. He did just way too much work on that champion early on in the game, picking up those Mobies, roaming around the map, influencing every little skirmish that happened here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
And because of that, like, they just have to take it away. I'd much rather see him on a Lulu or something like that instead, and maybe that's what Phelan Vanguard are hoping for.
Yeah, should be. Wait and see what they're going to do. Tom Kent's going to be the first ban coming up from the side of Ferocity Esports here.
I'm surprised about that ban.
I think they're taking away from Pseudo King, not Mr. Krabs.
No, they are.
It's definitely against Pseudo King.
It is taken away from Pseudo King, and he has been playing that and making it work in the support role. And with the changes to it, it is kind of a little bit crawling back into the meta. But I don't know. I don't feel like it's that much of a thing that you want to ban away unless the Thresh was actually open.
Yeah.
Because that is a hard counter to Thresh, the absolute hardest counter to Thresh, I think.
Yeah, and of course, Cho'Gath's still taken away from Zizzle, but the question is, will they ban the Ornn?
I'm not sure how much of... I mean, Ornn
It
was
definitely
a
was
problem.
a threat. It definitely was a problem.
Oh, it was a problem, and it did kind of destroy that Shen in the top lane. And I also played that matchup before and got destroyed by it, so I know how it feels. But maybe they can pick up something different to play into it, like maybe a Gnar or something similar, if that is left open. But I'm not really sure you ban it. I don't think so. I think you wanna keep away from the side of Phelan. We want to see them try pick up more of a comfortable AD carry, I think, for
Devils.
For Devils. Despite he did have a good game on that Caitlyn. He got a 1v1 kill on Boyna, who was 5-1 up when he was only 1-1 or something like that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, he was 1-2-1,
and he was a summoner down as well. So, he did play well, but I guess he'd have an easier time if he had something that he's a little bit more comfortable on.
Yeah, but the
Take away the Sejuani.
The Ornn's not going to be banned away. The Sejuani, though, banned away from XJ in the jungle. Let's see how Ferocity are going to respond, because last time I think they banned away the Scion away from Mr. Krebs. So this time, what are they going to go about the same thing? Because so far their bans have been consistent throughout the last couple of games.
I mean, it's not broke. Don't fix it.
It's gonna
I mean,
break.
Ornn was pretty broken.
Yeah. He broke everyone's back in that game.
Yeah.
It's like
Put
knocked them
people
up.
on his back.
Yeah, true.
No, it was a bit of everyone in that game, though.
It was
just all
everyone
around the
performing
map.
very well. But it looks like Vanguard here might be thinking about picking up the Callista and taking that away from Boyna. Yeah.
That's interesting. I really like that move, actually.
I know what's going to happen here.
And I know that Devils has played a lot of Callista in the past.
If Callista's going to get locked in, I'm just expecting Lulu Kog'Maw for Ferocity.
Yes, I'm calling the same thing. Definitely.
because if they're just going to have all the possibilities open to them now, since the jungler's banned away, they're not going to really have a problem with that because XJ can adapt. He has a lot of other champions he can play with.
Yeah.
Zizzle, same story. And since Kalista is locked in, for me personally, I would definitely say Lulu Kog'Maw pick it up here for Voyna and Blaze.
Yeah, I picked one of them. I picked the Lulu, and I think I picked a Jarvan. And then leave the Kog'Maw till, third pick or so, because you don't want the enemy team picking up the...
Or Zaya Rakan. Zaya Rakan are another possibility here.
That could be really strong.
And a good combo for Voyna and Blaze in the bottom lane.
Really good. Ezreal. Oh, I'm liking what they're doing.
They're bringing out so many fun things here in this
are.
game. Could it be XJ on the Ezreal jungle?
I hope so. I really hope so. I hope they're really trying out a lot of different styles here. It's almost like they're toying with the fact that they're 2 wins ahead in this, and they're like, we want a bit of practice on this
fun.
stuff, and try it out for other tournaments and stuff like that. And really kind of practice different styles, so that they're really adaptable to any kind of situation.
Exactly, and it is going to be actually locking in that Ezreal and Rakan locked in, of course, for Blaze in the bottom lane. Now the thing is, of course, they can pick up the Zaya for the side of Vanguard, and with the Ezreal picked up here, I think Ferocity might pick up the Zaya in the next rotation for themselves and have a pretty solid team composition already set up.
Yeah, they definitely could, and yeah, I don't know what, like they've so much that they can do. Like all their players have a lot of different champs that they can play, a lot of different styles they can play, and just meshing it all together is just kind of what they have to do.
Yeah, and with Fluffy, I think he might be having the Lee Sin, toying with that as well.
Not sure.
Lee Sin definitely fell off in the recent couple of patches.
He has, but
because you've always had tanks like the Gragas, the Maokai, the Sejuani, always these kind of champions that are just a lot better these days.
Maybe it's something that Fluffy's comfortable on and wants to kind of play because they are 2 down. And it also kind of works well with the Kalista, having that early game pressure. If he does go to the bot lane, there's a lot of things Lee Sin can do. He can get around behind enemy champs and stuff like that really easily, and can kind of come up with weird gank paths that can work out for them.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But it looks
And
like
they
it
do.
is going to be locked in. Fluffy on the Lee Sin, and Hawkins locked in. Sona for Sudoking in the bottom lane. So we already know what's going to happen, or what's the matchup like between Vanguard and Ferocity on the bottom side. But it could be Rakan Kog'Maw here for Voyna and Blaze. But no, it has to be the Zaya.
It's going to be the Zaya.
It has to be. With Rakan already picked up, you got the lovers together, and you're just going to have one hell of a bottom lane.
Yeah, it's a really good combo. I mean, I feel like the combo more facilitates the Rakan than the Zaya, but it makes the Rakan so much stronger, and he's able to like jump around a lot more, and it's just a really nice pickup. I'm not too sure about the Sona pickup here. I mean, Sudoking did play very well on the Sona earlier on, and he has shown that he is very good at it, but I don't know how well it pairs together with the Kalista. I mean, it does have that little bit of early pressure, but I'm not sure it goes too well against, Zaya Rakan. I mean, could be quite tough.
Well, that's the thing, because Zaya was banned away, we didn't even know what the matchup was going to be like between a Kalista and a Zaya. So I guess we're about to find out what's going to happen.
Yeah, we will. I'm really excited to see how it goes down. More influenced by the jungler. And this is one thing about the picks from the side of Feel and Vanguard. They have picked up, bot lane, I mean, they're just getting their top lane banned out because of it. They picked up that Lee Sin. They really didn't need to show that this early. Yeah. Especially when Ferocity don't think they're going to pick up that Lee Sin at all. Like, he hasn't shown that earlier on in the tournament. I'm not too sure if he shows it that much. And I don't think they really care about playing against the Lee Sin. Yeah. So I feel like you could have picked up something a little bit better for Mr. Krebsley in the top lane. Or, I don't know, something else that might be a better priority. Unless they're trying to hide that and see see if Ferocity pick out something else in the top lane that they might be able to counter, but I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure how that's going to go down.
We'll have to see, because Sion and Shen both banned away from Mr. Krebsley, so we'll find out what he's going to be able to pick up in that top lane, because Gnar has been taken away from Vanguard here, taking that away from Zizzle. But let's see what the ban's going to be, or what the pickups are going to be for the side of Ferocity, because they either have to reveal their mid laner or their top laner first. I think they would rather reveal their top laner and just give Howl a more comfortable lane.
Yeah, I think so too. And As well as that, a Corky ban
Because
here.
imagine
He
a
does
triple
play a good
80
bit.
carry. Yeah, a triple 80 carry composition would be
Yeah.
pretty rough to deal with.
It'd be pretty fun to see as well and see how to work out. And I know that Howl does play a good bit of that Corky.
Yeah.
It's a really good pickup as well. Able to influence a lot of the map once he picks up his package. Putting Howl on Syndra. I haven't seen him play much of that, champ.
No, I don't think he likes to play Syndra that much. He plays a lot more, like as we said before, the LeBlanc, Twisted Fate.
He
Not really
picked it
Twisted
up, he
Fate.
locked it in.
Oh, it is going to be the Syndra.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see how he does on this champ.
So there's already a
definitely
massive amount of
trying.
damage. There's a massive amount
A
of damage in
huge
that
amount.
composition. But
I
where's
feel
the
like they
tank?
should. No, I feel like the thing that Ferocity should have done here, and it's just a little bit of a criticism, is they could have picked up that Orianna again. He played really well on the Orianna last time, and they do have that Rakan Orianna combo. Then it's a really strong combo that can come back from absolute insurmountable,
Like a 10,000 goal, yeah,
like 11,000 goal lead.
Yeah.
That we've seen.
Definitely not in
happen.
the Irish scene, though.
Not in the Irish scene, but just a really, really strong combo, and I'm surprised they actually didn't pick that up.
Yeah, but we'll have to see what Vanguard are going to pick up, how they're going to improvise and adapt in this situation, because they have to overcome the mountain that is Ferocity Esports at this point, because everything is on the line. And Maokai,
Mr.
Cassidy.
Kressley does play a fair bit of Maokai, so should be fine for him. I haven't seen Hawkins play Cassidon before, and there we go. They do pick it up. Cassidon has to be very careful in this lane.
But here's the thing, they're going for a kind of a scaling composition just because of the Cassidon and the Maokai.
I'm not really
Meanwhile-
sure. It's more of a kind of a later mid-game.
Well, yeah, later mid-game, but if you look at Ferocity, they have XJ on Ezreal, so you're talking about a huge amount of early pressure.
Yeah.
Then you have Xayah Rakan in the bottom lane, who can be very aggressive. And now you're looking at a Fiora as well to
This
go
is
up
a full
against the
damage team.
Maokai. Yeah, so literally everyone's going to be doing damage. Oh, but this time we don't have a Teemo autofill. We have Ornn himself.
There we go.
And that is actually a badass wallpaper right
Oh.
there for Ornn. But it is going to be the Fiora. It has to be. Every single
we
person
go.
on the team is going to be doing damage. And Rakan is going to be the only sort of engage tool here for the side of Ferocity.
Yeah, well, they will be able to hit, some of the Cinder Stones and things like that from range.
Yeah.
But it's a very kind of tidy out comp and leave Fiora to kind of split push.
Yeah.
Or, they have so much that they can do with that comp. And it's a comp that if it gets ahead early on, it will go
Bad.
go.
It will
no,
go bad
It'll
for
go badly
Vanguard.
for Vanguard.
Yeah, it's going to go very badly for Vanguard.
And they just have so much damage. It's just crazy. I don't know how Vanguard are going to deal
That's the
with
thing.
it.
Again, Fluffy has to show up on the Lee Sin very early in
He
the game.
definitely does.
He really has to. Hawkins has to survive the early game against Howl, the first couple of levels, up until level 6, level 7.
The thing is, that is, I think, the most influential matchup here in this game, because of the fact that early on, Cassidon is going to have such a hard time with the Ezreal grabbing, that red buff and just eating in and being able to get, even when you're close to tower, against an Ezreal with Storm Raider Surge and whatnot, if you're even up as like a quarter of the way up the lane, you're pretty much dead. He has so much early game damage with that red buff, slows, Qs, just, it's really annoying to deal with. And, early game Cinder damage as well, it's pretty big as well. So
It is pretty big indeed. It wasn't that big when we saw the first engage in the mid lane in the last game with Unleashed Power onto Howl. It wasn't enough to secure the kill when Blaze rotated
yeah,
towards
just
that mid
about.
lane. But in the later stages, it's definitely a decent amount of damage. But with all this early pressure mounting up for Ferocity, they definitely want to end this game pretty quickly. I'm talking 20, 25 minutes, this game's going to be over.
Yeah,
That's the kind of team comp that they have set up for themselves right now.
they do. And if they do fall behind, they could have a bit of a problem.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have no tanks, so it will be kind of hard for them to deal with it in the later stages of the game.
I feel like if they do fall behind, they will leave Zizzle to just split push the game
Yeah.
away. And I feel like he can do that against the Maokai, and I feel like he will win that out. And he will be able to drag so many people towards him that they can probably win elsewhere with the numbers advantage on the map,
Yeah.
So, will be hard if they do.
It'll be very hard indeed, but we'll find out soon enough what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be jumping in rather into the third game here, or second.
It's the second game,
it is
but
the
they have
second
one game up. So
but they have one game. So second game in the best of 5 between Phelan, Vanguard, and Ferocity.
Ferocity up 2-0 now.
Mm-hmm.
Only one more game to secure, and they win the grand final of the Div 1 Piltover Cup
Season 2.
Season 2.
Season 3 coming on when Game of Thrones comes out. We see
Yeah, as long as J.R. Martin doesn't, pass away or anything. Although they do have the script for it, you know that?
Do they?
Yeah, no, he gave off the script for the rest of Game of Thrones, and so if he does pass away or anything does happen to him,
Yeah, so he's not gonna leave the people just go
people
crazy.
hanging. Like, I'd go crazy.
Same. I mean,
I'm-
I just want to know how it ends.
I want to know how Piltover Cup ends.
True.
Season 3, which will be
Oh
in the
no!
Ballsbridge Hotel.
I mean, maybe. Jumping into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, 20 seconds in already, and I'm already excited. I'm over the moon right now. I just want to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You see, we don't have to wait over 2 years or over a year and a half for the Piltover Cup. We can see it live right now.
right here, right now.
Right
bit
here.
of a spread out from both teams. Fairly standard start. Nobody in that bottom brush for the side of Phelan Vanguard. And maybe what might happen from the side of Ferocity, they might do this cheese again. You see Voina sitting down here in this bottom brush.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is it brush or bush? Which one would you go for?
brush, bush, it's all the same to me.
Hmm.
You know, don't make no difference. What about you? You're more of a bush guy.
Honestly, I don't know. Like I
Did
can,
not
I'll
Bush
go,
did
yeah,
something.
I can go for both. Like bush. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not a big difference.
Yeah.
Because it's just because I've seen like sometimes I say bush, I say brush, so it's yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. Let's see. So from all of these teams, they all seem to have fairly standard keystones. Storm Raider Surge on that Ezreal.
Of course.
What's seen nowadays?
Thunderlords onto Fluffy, of course. It's
Yeah.
nothing really too out there. Everything seems to be pretty
Pretty
pretty standard
both
so
teams.
far.
Ferocity doing the same thing again. Oh no, they know that they're gonna know about it this time. You know,
Yeah,
they just decide they're gonna push the wave because of the fact that Phelan Vanguard are down and helping out with that red buff. They'll know that the Ezreal started there. Ezreal, this is what Ezreal does now. He straight away, Hawkins is way too far up. This is what I talked about.
Oh, the Q isn't
just
gonna
about
land.
missed Q. That could have been absolutely, that Q missing saved his life.
Yeah, it
the
did.
minion just saved his life. He was like, "Get down, Mr. President, I'll save you." And he jumps in the way of the Q and saves Hawkins, because if he did hit that, it was going to be enough damage that XJ just would have flash autoed and it would have been over with that, or Howl would have flash Q'd or something along those lines, and Hawkins would have definitely been dead from that.
Yeah, definitely would have been in serious trouble. But with the flash taken away, that means Hal can be a little bit more aggressive towards that mid lane. And also, it should have been expected for XJ to be coming towards that top side. Knowing that Fiora was the one that gave the leash to XJ in the jungle, they should have found out that he should be rotating towards either mid or top, depending on who's going to be pushing.
Yeah.
But you can already see Devils being very aggressive here on Voina, dealing a serious bit of damage.
Yeah, no, he's doing really well. I must say, from the side of the Phelan Vanguard in this bot lane, they're doing a good job of doing damage. But here comes XJ in the bot lane. Please, T-Tours.
Oh, he's going to be jumping in again. He might be able to land the Q. One more auto attack. To do it. The Q's going to land. The red buff might be able to do it, but no, the heal comes in.
just about.
First blood actually secured by Fluffy in the top lane, and Zizzle is down.
Zizzle is down. That's so surprising. I thought that would have went the total opposite way for both teams. And Howl managed to go super low in that mid lane here, fighting against Hawkins.
Oh,
And
TP
a
coming in.
TP blown as well here by Zizzle. He doesn't want to miss all that CS. Just action all over the map, and I'm really liking this game so far. Both teams picking very aggressive early games with that Lee Sin, with that Ezreal jungle. And it's just really a pleasure to watch. You know,
Yeah.
all this aggression. It's so fun to watch. It's like LPL or one of those leagues where they just
Where it's
are-
actually fun.
it's actually fun, and aggression on aggression on aggression. Really fun to watch.
Yeah, this is exactly what we love to see here. This is the action you get from the Irish League. And looking at Blaze going to be going in, getting the double
stun,
knock
really nice.
Double knock up. What does it mean?
All the way across the field.
Oh, what? Feel it. Blaze actually just getting a decent bit of damage onto himself, but a really good engage, forcing them back. Couple of trades here and there, and
Bit of a slow push here from Sizzle.
oh,
Oh,
hi.
yeah. We didn't get to see that, but something to do with the gank
2
of
kills.
XJ.
So it's 2-0 currently. For production is down 2-0. Just like Ferocity and Phelan, right? Phelan are down 2-0.
Yeah. T-Tours. From that, let's see. So XJ managed to give that kill across to Voina as well.
Yeah.
I think it was that King was basing and didn't get the base off just about in time and got picked up as a result of it on this backside. Krepsley trying to clear out these waves, doesn't want to miss that cannon minion there. And everything else in the rest of the game just going pretty quiet, you know. Cam after the storm.
Yeah.
Or is
Oh
it
my
before?
God, 40 CS to 15. I didn't notice that until now. The difference between Zizzle and Mr. Krepsley.
Yeah, he missed
That is a
out
huge
lot.
CS difference.
It is
Only
out-
5 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, he has a few minions there to pick up, but it's not enough to make up that difference. And he's not too far behind. He's about 200, 220 gold behind because of that.
That's almost a
that-
kill's worth, though.
It is. It is a pretty good amount.
It's a fair bit. Hawkins might be in danger, but Howl, both of them are still level 5. No level 6, no burst just yet. And XJ just going to be meeting up with Fluffy in the jungle here, and Syndra's going to be rotating. The slow is coming on from the red buff. I think the red buff expired right after that last auto attack.
Yeah, just about. And just about went away. And Fluffy just going to go clear up his camps. Probably wait till the second rotation of buffs before he tries anything new. And by that time,
Soda King going to get
engage.
knocked up in the engage once more, and here comes XJ. He's going to get rooted. Soda King again going to get popped up, and no assist comes in for XJ. He's not going to be able to get the Essence Flux to get that extra auto attack speed to
Yeah,
give himself the assist, but it's still a little bit of pressure applied towards that bottom lane. And again, Voina and Blaze come out on top.
yeah, no, it's a bit better that he actually didn't because, you know, I think it's better
Get the kill or the assist?
the assist because,
It's better that he didn't get it?
yeah, because the assist goal is split between the champions that actually do it.
True.
So he gets the 150 goals straight across the Blaze, who wants to be able to rush that Ardent Sensor, so it's a little bit better.
That's true, but you still want to enable the Ezreal early on, because if the Ezreal doesn't get as far ahead as you'd like him to be, he's not going to be as useful later on. But he still has to be ahead in some shape or form.
That's true, and he will be able to do a little bit more, I think, when this second rotation of buffs comes around. He's going to pick up this red buff right now, and I think he will be able to do a little bit more with that. Krepsley absolutely out of mana here, and finding it hard to be able to get any kind of CS on the board because of that.
Yeah, exactly. And Zizzle and Krepsley still almost double the CS in favor of Zizzle here, 58 to 30.
Yeah, and this bot lane seems to be like very hard for the side I feel in Vanguard. Like if King gets engaged on by the Rakan, he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, but look at this
he's
sneaky
so
play here
squishy.
coming in from Fluffy. Going to be able to sneak away that Infernal Drake. With XJ on the opposite side of the rift, he will not be able to stop anything.
Yeah,
But they're
he'll
gonna try and
get
go
fairly low from this. I wonder if somebody will come down like Howl or something like that.
No
They
one
don't
knows.
have
There's
an
no
idea.
vision. No, there's no vision.
They have no idea that is happening. Someone might stroll along. Nobody's going to stroll along. And they get that Infernal for free. And there's a next Drake is going to be an Infernal as well.
No, it's a cloud.
Is it a cloud?
Yes.
I thought it was Infernal there,
No, I don't know. It's a
Okay.
cloud.
no? Okay. And
That's kind of anticlimactic.
yeah,
It's like it's
that-
going to be another Infernal. Oh, it's just a cloud.
yeah.
Feels sad, man.
sad.
Yeah, meanwhile, Devils and Voina just going for a little bit of a trade. Devils definitely still comes out on top there. XJ, because the Dragon was taken, knew that Fluffy wasn't going to be able to take it away. So they're going to be trading buffs across the map, which means Hawkins and Howl won't be able to get blue buffs for the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters too much on the side of.
Oh, Mr. Krepsley is going to get stunned up with the ultimate. Here comes XJ with a couple of slows, but it's going to provide a two-set advance for Mr. Krepsley, actually. He's going to be able to flash away and escape.
Yeah, I feel like they should have known that he was
Oh,
there.
Fluffy.
Oh,
Oh, he's going to be able to get the kill
really
onto
good.
Blaze here. And the
Fluffy
KDA.
is showing up here.
Oh, meanwhile, How's going to get picked up. Phil and Vanguard are coming out swinging this game. They're getting 3 kills, solo kill after solo kill everywhere.
Yeah, no, and this is something we questioned earlier on. Was Howl on that Syndra? We haven't seen him play a lot of that. You know, we wouldn't really see him as a Syndra player too much. And questions have been made about it. So he seems to be losing in this matchup.
Yeah, and first break gold is definitely going to be going over to Vanguard's bot lane over here, getting them that extra gold. And with the lead that they have, almost a 20 CS lead in favor of Devils against Voina in the bottom side here. So just a very good lead. 1.2, 1.3, still a lead is a lead in favor of Vanguard at this point.
Right now. I feel like they would be in a much better position if they did pick up that Orianna, having the Ori Rakan combo. If they did go for that ferocity,
Plus, it would have been a safer pick.
it would have been a much safer pick. But I feel like they are kind of experimenting with it. The fact that they have those 2 games safety net there. So
Yeah, and I'm just looking at, I guess, the first hope for the side of Ferocity. It has to be Zizzle. 90 CS to 40. The CS lead is just mounting up. It's not stopping anytime soon. Hawkins actually might be in danger here because he might get stunned up, but here comes Pseudo King. He does have the Crescendo. No, he doesn't. He's only level 5, and there's the level 6. He might flash Crescendo onto Howl.
No.
No. Oh, he does, and he actually
goes.
gets the Crescendo. Hawkins jumps in. The heal is popped. He's going to try and push him back. Another ultimate might be able to get him. A Rift Walk. That's just what he's waiting for. The heal gives him the movement speed. But the Blast Cone is going to save Howl with the flash still available. Hawkins he still has a lot of mana, so he will be able to Rift Walk out of there if the damage isn't enough. But here comes Void, and here comes the kill, and actually is the one to secure it.
Wow. Like, Howl surviving by the skin of his teeth. The Blast Cone saving him there. Being able to blast him away to safety.
Oh, Pseudo King.
Blaze following up with some more roams after Pseudo King starts his roam. And actually comes out on top because of that. Oh, really good dodge. He got the Storm Raider Surge proc there. I was able to just cleanly dodge out that Lee Sin Q.
Yeah, and a nice side
and a
step.
nice
But Howl gets
stun.
the stun and the ultimate, and Howl with the Unleashed Power is going to get the kill, and now Fluffy is on the run with a couple of members trying to chase him down from Ferocity here, forcing him back to defend the lane, and Devils rotates towards the mid to clear that wave.
Yeah. Surprisingly enough, we felt like, you know, some of these players. Oh, and such a jump in.
Ooh.
Aggressive jump there by Devils. And, unfortunate that he actually got knocked away and stunned by that Cinder there.
Oh, what is Fluffy doing here? Actually, he's trying to see if Howl is recalling in the lane.
That's why you drop the ward first and then jump over.
Yeah, but he saw that he wasn't there. But that means with Howl being forced to recall, that's a fair bit of damage being placed here onto the turret in mid lane. No turrets claimed just yet for Ferocity. They are one turret down.
Yeah,
But they are back in the, like, they still evened out the gold, which is still pretty good in their favor.
Yeah, no, it's fairly even just coming down here. But Feel and Vanguard do have that Infernal Drake, which will help them out a little bit more. And that was good for Fluffy to have picked up there earlier on.
Oh, maybe this is landing onto Mr. Krebsley.
This is what's going to be
Oh, he's going to chase him
name
down.
of
He's
the
actually
game
going to
here.
proc the challenge here. He's going to try and chase him down. This might be in trouble. He's going to get the ultimate, but it's not going to be enough, and it's going to be a 1-for-1. Krebsley gets one kill back. Even though you can mount up as much of a CS lead as you want, you can be double my CS, but under my turret, I am the captain.
Yeah, the thing about that is there was a good bit of CS there.
Actually, he might be in trouble. He's going to get kicked, and he's going to get knocked up. And Fluffy with the solo kill in XG's own jungle.
Fluffy is the saving grace of this Vanguard team here. He's the only one making plays across the map. He is going to be the only thing that might be able to save them here.
Oh, another Q landing, but it doesn't have...
He has no ultimate.
He doesn't have the roundhouse kick to kick Voina back into the team.
Yeah, no, the thing about the bot lane kill there from Zizzle was there was a good bit of CS coming in for the side of Mr. Krebsley. Would have been able to pick that up if he had to be fought under turret and, you know, killed, and he loses out on the bit of CS, so Zizzle comes out the better of that, even though he did die.
Fluffy might be in trouble. He doesn't get stunned, but the flash is forced. He doesn't have the W to try and jump over the wall and safeguard away.
Yeah, no, good choice there to not get stunned up and
Devil's
actually die.
Nope. Voina
No,
decides not to
just-
take the fight.
No, AD carry versus AD carry. Where's my support? Don't kill me.
Yeah, Voina's just having recalls of the last time that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Voina Devils 1v1. Devils the better AD carry. Oh god, we've seen this before. Could Zizzle go for another dive? I think he's learned his mistake this time.
Yeah, it definitely has. From this is going to be the name of the game, I feel, is just Zizzle split pushing consistently on this Fiora. Even though he is 1-2 at the moment, I do feel like he is in a better position because of that. Well, he is obviously in a better position because he's double the CS at the moment of the Maokai. And he will be able to drag members down if he needs to. And at the moment, he doesn't have much coverage for minions. He's kind of afraid, I think, of this Lee Sin coming around. Not too sure where people are. So
yeah, but
how? Base
How's actually the 30 CS behind Hawkins at the moment. Not really the best of situations. Meanwhile, Devils...
Actually, what Zizzle is probably doing here is setting up for a TP flank.
Oh, if Blaze is actually gonna get the knockup of the ultimate coming in.
Choice.
Coming in
That
from
is a good...
Devils. And Suda King decides to go back in.
Does a little bit of damage. Heals himself up. He's fine. No.
I'm trying to remember, what is the Callista ultimate called?
Fate's Call. isn't it?
Fate's Call. It is Fate's Call.
Yeah.
Thing.
With that, like, I was expecting
Halma be in
Zizzle to
trouble.
be
He's gonna get the stun. Just gonna Thunderlord's gonna proc. Nothing special.
bit of a fight here going on.
I think
Two-
every lane is literally everyone's just on the
Just-
edge of their seat waiting to
Just
fight.
dying to fight each other. One thing that we should note is that Voina is almost finished that call, which will be a little bit of a spike once he finishes 100 CS. There's only 5 more left to pick up. That's just this wave, and he'll have that extra 300 gold, and that'll help him out here in the mid game.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Devils and
What-
Sudoking might be looking for an engager. The crescendo is available, but the
Oh.
but the Weather Storm's actually going to take him down, and
Oh.
Sudoking is blown to pieces, shredded with those feathers. But it's going to be Devils fighting back. He gets Blaze, the ultimate coming up from Lee Sin, but it's a double kill for
Oh,
Voina. Gets
just
the
a-
root.
oh.
Here comes XJ. He doesn't have a red buff to slow, but he's only going to get the burn from the challenging smite that he has. He's going to try and chase him down, but really well played by Voina to be able to get himself a double kill in that mid lane, and they will be able to be the ones pushing down that mid lane and see if they can get that turret.
Yeah, Voina will be definitely going back with a good bit of gold here, getting those 2 kills and finishing his call. That'll be a nice big chunk. Picks up a Zeal straight off the bat there with that, and it's really nice for him.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a Fluffy XJ fight yet again.
Another one, yeah.
Another one.
Another one.
DJ Colin.
I feel like in that scenario, we got to a
Oh,
replay
boy.
here first.
He's gonna get the double
Really
knock-up.
good knock-up
Look
here.
at the damage from the Feather Storm, though. Just
Feather Storm
shreds
just
him.
does so much, and Sona is just such a squishy champion at the moment. Like, she's so far behind that she's not able to pick up these items that are keeping her. She didn't use her heal there as well.
He didn't use the crescendo until very late.
Yeah,
Actually,
and
no, he used it, but at that point they already got engaged upon, and they weren't able to do anything in the time that they were stunned.
I mean, they were the ones who wanted the engage and thought they would come out ahead of it.
Yeah.
And they almost did, but
Oh,
just
here
the
comes
Feather
Blaze.
Storm just
He
missed
says,
way
"What
too
is
much.
Blaze doing?" Oh, he actually almost got taken out. The last auto attack, not gonna get it with the potion coming in at the last second.
That is
Able
so
to save him, but
unfortunate.
here comes Zizzle. He's going to continue the TP. No, he won't. He's going to stay towards that bottom side of the map. But Ferocity, they're the ones I feel like they're the ones on the back foot here.
Definitely
with
are.
even though they're the ones with the aggressive composition.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about this, and I wonder how it's gonna go once if they do fall behind totally. How will they deal with it? I'm just the only thing they have that's really like.
Oh, how's
helping
the
them-
definitely
oh
in
my
danger.
god,
He's going to
that
get blown up.
damage.
Hawkins dealing a serious amount of damage. He's going to try and flash away, but one more Rift Rock ought to do it. But no, the Deathfire Touch or Deathfire Grasp not going to be able to, but he's going to jump into the turret range. Will the turret be able to get the kill? No, it won't.
So close.
Blinking
there.
health bars both ways.
And Howl just really playing with fire.
Oh,
there.
the sun actually lands onto the Sona, but the Fate's Call going to be able to save Pseudo King's life. Now Zizzle pushing towards that bottom lane, but what is going on here? This is not the Ferocity we're used to seeing, and Vanguard again showing us what they can actually do when given the right composition.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about like this comp here from the side of Feel and Vanguard though. I mean, the Sona I think is a bit of a mismatch. It seems to be that Devils is having to use his Fate's Call consistently just to save Pseudo King, rather than using it proactively to start fights.
Yeah.
So I feel like it isn't really optimal for them, but we'll see how they manage to end up. As soon as this Sona is like not getting hit by stuns left, right, and center, and maybe picks up boots or something similar.
Yeah, exactly. And meanwhile, still looking towards Voina and Devils rather. 150 CS, 177. But because Voina has a couple of kills over Devils, that means that they should be even, if not maybe a tiny lead in favor of Voina in that situation. And Zizzle might be a little bit excited here. I think he wants to go for the kill, but he doesn't have the Black Cleaver just yet, so it's not going to be easy to shred. Meanwhile, I think Fiona might be able to secure it, but yes, they do with the Rend.
Almost taken away.
Oh,
from
Blaze
them.
actually is going to get
Blaze
shredded.
is
It's going to get
so-
taken down, and the Crescendo landing onto Voina. He might be able to get taken down here with the Rend, and yes, he will, and that's a shutdown gold going all the way to Devils.
Huge mistake here from Ferocity, wanting to fight that. It was 2v4 in that scenario, and they can't do that. I think that was a bit of a
And they
misplay
lost
there
the,
from
and they lost
Blaze
the health
wanting
as
to
well,
fight
and you
that.
got a TP towards the bottom side, and it's not going to be Mr. Krebs, it's going to be Hawkins going to be mounting up the defense against Devils. And here comes the Herald. They're going to try and see if they can take down that mid lane inner turret.
Oh, and just held back a little bit too much. They need to get these minions out of the way.
Oh, but they're going to be
Oh,
they're
the
disadvantaged.
Q procs.
The Q
the
procs
back.
on the eye, and that's just Not really the best situation, and it can't be displaced when it's charging. Meanwhile, Mr. Krebs, I think he's going to go for an engage here on the back foot. There's no one except Zizzle on the back. He doesn't have that much heal from the Ravenous Hider. He's going to get taken down. Devils is on a killing spree now. And Vanguard showing what they got. 4,000 gold. The Q not going to connect, rather, from Fluffy.
Fluffy and Devils here. The two saving graces of this team, trying to keep them in this finals. You know, both of them trying their heart out here. And both of them doing really well in their respective roles.
Yeah, 4,000 gold so far. Blue buff not going to be stolen away, rather, by X. It's going to get secured by Fluffy. And now the Clouddrake is on the map. The Baron is live. And the guns are loaded. But what is going to happen? What are Vanguard going to do? How are Ferocity going to deal with this?
I feel like it was a wrong choice from Zizzle to try and come up and fight that. I feel like he can definitely take this Maokai. Maybe he's not able to push in the Maokai too much and be able to make something of it.
Until he gets the Black Cleaver, he will not be able to.
Yeah, he really needs the Black Cleaver before he can kind of bully him out of it. You know, at the moment, just Ferocity setting up a lot of vision. This is exactly what you want to do. Topside jungle, as soon as that Baron has come up, and be able to threaten it at all times.
And now just looking towards that mid lane. 3 turrets to nothing in favor of Vanguard here. We have to wait and find out just how Ferocity can actually respond to the situation, because they're a little bit behind in gold at the moment. Again, their top laner is the only one that actually has anything. Oh, an 80 CS lead, and that's about it. Devils might be in trouble here. He's going to get a couple of engages. He's going to get knocked up. Not going to get booted just yet. He's going to try and engage.
He's just dodging everything.
He's just dodging left, right, and center. Fluffy gets a double knock-up with the ultimate, and Devils is actually turning around. He gets a kill onto Voina, and that's a double. Everyone's down. X is almost going to be the next to follow. And the resonating strike continues. It lands, and that's 4 kills for nothing. And Ferocity are crumbling under this pressure, and Vanguard set their sights on the Baron.
And they're definitely going to get it as well. Oh my god, Devils is playing out of his mind.
He dodged everything in that scenario.
Absolutely everything, and just extremely well played there by Devils. Oh my god, and as well as that Fluffy as well, coming up big. And here's the replay from this. Just watch Devils here. He is just dodging out everything from the Rakan, from Voina on that Zaya. He's just keeping away from everything. And the Fluffy's kick there. He kicks XJ straight into Howl and keeps both of them off Devils for the whole fight because of that kick, knocking one into the other, keeping them up, doing tons of damage to both of them. And he just finishes it off with a beautiful Q onto XJ, taking him off. That's just absolutely beautiful play here from the side of Vanguard.
Incredible play from Vanguard, showing us what they got again, and just definitely showing up here. And I think Ferocity are stunned from this performance coming up from Vanguard.
Yeah, they definitely didn't expect this, I don't think. They did come into this.
It was a little bit BM to go with this sort of composition and thinking, yeah, we're just going to stomp all over you.
I mean, the thing is, they're probably trying out a composition because they have that cushion of the 2 games. And they're doing it really well right now. Like, just Vanguard know that, you know, that Ferocity haven't picked an optimal comp. And because of that, they are abusing it, and they're playing very well around it. And they know that they are a force to be reckoned with. They're not just some team you can just walk all over.
Yeah, exactly. And now Zizzle finally has the Black Cleaver. Not going to be able to get the sun, but you can see the serious damage being procced here after he has actually acquired the Black Cleaver. It makes a huge difference. And this could definitely be maybe one of the first signs of Ferocity fighting back is the fact that Zizzle can actually shred through Cripsley's armor.
Yeah, he's absolutely destroying him here with that damage. And I'm not sure that Mr. Cripsley is going to be able to stay split pushing or stay applying that Baron to different lanes. So I'm not too sure how they're going to do things here. I think that what Feel and Vanguard need to do is set up flank wards that the Maokai will be able to TP to, will be able to come up in behind the enemy team and use his ultimate and just be able to influence it that way.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the only thing that they can do right now. They can try and wave clear as much as possible with Voina, with the static shift and all these feathers, but Fluffy picked up a Guardian Angel for himself, so he's determined to make those plays all over the map. And Crepsley doesn't have a flash this time. The riposte is available for Zizzle. He might be able to make the play, but he doesn't get the knock-up. It doesn't get the riposte, rather. When he gets slowed, he might not be able to chase down Mr. Crepsley just yet, and finally just decides to go back towards the top lane. Meanwhile, Hawkins are going to avoid the sun. Gets the silence onto Hal.
Hawkins is dragging 2 members down to this
He's,
bot lane
he's
here.
getting a lot of attention towards
He's-
that bottom lane.
He's really doing well with that. And just Phil and Vanguard just rotating around the map, going straight for this inhib turret now. This is a really good choice. They have Ferocity have set their sights on top lane, thinking that's where Phil and Vanguard want to go.
Oh, X might be in trouble here. The Q's still available. He might be able to go and get it, but Hawkins is the one that
Hawkins
flashes
just
in and gets the
deletes him.
kill. And actually, How's going to get rooted by the Maokai. Blaze trying to see if he can actually get
really
anything,
good
but he's not going to get anything out of it, and Hal's in trouble, and so is Zizzle. Everyone from the side of Ferocity is falling, and feathers are flying, and everyone's falling here. It's going to be 3 kills for nothing in favor of Vanguard, and they might actually pick up the game here. 30 seconds on the clock.
They do have the Baron, they do have the minions coming in here. This is absolutely brilliant from the side of Phelan Vanguard. I must hand it to them. They've actually just shown that they are
Hal might actually get
they're
picked
not
up
going
here
to go
by
down
Fluffy.
easy.
No, they're definitely not going to go down, and they're definitely not going to go down without a fight here. And 2 Nexus turrets already fallen, and Ferocity are still, they're just stunned by this performance. Sudoking gets a kill for himself, and Fluffy going to try and buy as much time, and that is the Nexus falling, and Vanguard fight back.
Just absolutely well played by Vanguard there.
Woo.
The saving grace of those teams, of Phelan Vanguard, I believe, was definitely Fluffy, was definitely Devils. The 2 of them played absolutely out of their mind. I would love to see a replay eventually of that last fight. That was absolutely so good.
That
Devils,
I mean,
flashing across. It was just so good.
everyone just did so well, and like that team fight you were talking about, Devils avoiding everything, avoiding the charm for such a long time, and it just worked out so
Here
well.
we
We're
go.
gonna get
This
the replay
this
here.
is exactly the replay here. And just Devils just absolutely using his ult as well to allow Pseudo King to be able to, apply a little bit more CC, everything. They were just doing so much damage there in that fight. It was just absolutely crazy. And it was just so good to watch. It was just
Definitely one hell of a performance yet again from Vanguard.
game.
They came out swinging from the beginning. First blood being given over to Fluffy in the top lane. Zizzle, yes, he had such a huge CS lead, but he wasn't able to impact the game the way, the way that he wanted it to be. And of course, XJ, yes, he had the Ezreal, but again, he didn't get too far ahead for him to be able to do anything.
That's what we talked about as well. That's exactly what we said. They needed to get that team ahead early game for that comp, or else it would be very hard to come back from, And that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. They need to change up something next game, and they definitely
They just have to go back to the regular compositions for
Go
the side
back
of
to the
Ferocity,
roots.
because this composition surely just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to stomp over them that easily, and Vanguard definitely showing you what they can do, and it's now 2-1 in favor of Ferocity still. We're going to be jumping into the third game in a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you.
And we're back once more, ladies and gentlemen, with the third game between Phelan, Vanguard, and Ferocity. And we saw one hell of an incredible performance and a huge shout out rather to Devils in that team fight that you guys are currently watching.
Yeah.
One hell of a positioning in that team fight and managed to turn
just
it around.
Jumping all over the place on that Callista, dodging out everything left, right, and center.
He knows his
pumping
5
out
Ds.
damage.
He knows his Ds.
He knows his 5 Ds to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Oh, he got it. He got it.
He got it. Double dodge in there because he did that
you
much
have to dodge
dodging.
that. You have to dodge twice as much as everything else.
Yeah. As well as that, like Fluffy played so well in that fight, kicking away the Ezreal. I brought it up during the cast last time, but just props to the whole team there. Absolutely props to the whole team.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see what's going to happen this time. Are Ferocity going to just go back to their old kind of play style, or are they still going to keep on going for this very aggressive early on, high risk, high reward sort of composition?
I don't think they'll go for the high risk, high reward. Not again. And if they do, they still have a game in their back pocket, but they're back out. They're lost momentum and stuff like that. So I think that this game, they really are going to go back to the basics, go back to what they're good at, and just, try play it out that way and end the game in Ferocity fashion.
Yeah, they do. They also have to set up a very nice foundation for with the compositions that they have, just like the foundation we have set up for the wall standing right behind us.
Oh, there you go. You want to bring out the MAGA hat again?
No, we're not bringing out the hat again. But we should be jumping into the game pretty soon. And what is the pick ban going to be like for this game? Is it going to be the same bans coming out from this side of Ferocity mainly, banning out the Scion, banning out the Shen? Or
I think so.
Are they going to prioritize bans towards Devils again?
No, I feel like they will throw a ban to Devils. They'll throw that Tam Kench ban, and they'll throw the ban towards Krebsley at the top lane on that Scion.
Yeah.
But after that, I think it'll just be mainly in their picks that will be the difference.
Yeah, it's
the
still
Tam
Kench.
Kench.
That's not going to change.
That's not going to change. As well as that, they should... I wonder what actually Phelan are going to do in terms of bans. They don't have anything that they want to ban out from last game, I'm sure. So from that, I don't know where they can go with this. Maybe they might decide to ban away they ban away the Thresh. That's a good choice.
Yeah, because they still have to maintain the fact that Blaze will be able to roam and have just an immense amount of pressure with that Thresh in the game. So they have to just take that away. And I guess right now they're the ones who have the idea of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think they might stay with or just keep similar bans as to the previous game.
Yeah, what I reckon actually is that Ferocity will go back to the style of playing that Lulu cog.
Yeah.
Playing the big tanks, playing the double AD carry plus the Lulu cog. That should be more of it. I think Phelan Vanguard should try to take away the Corki at some stage.
Yeah.
Howl does play that. Whether that's in the first rotation or the second rotation, up to them. Don't see Ferocity picking it up early on. If they do, they reveal their cards that that's what they're going to go for.
And we have to touch on the Howl's performance on Syndra. That was
definitely
not what we expected from Howl, to be honest. We're just used to him performing so much better.
Yeah,
but
he's
on that
usually
Syndra,
a very consistent player.
Yeah.
Plays fairly well and doesn't really tend to go towards that Syndra ever. So kind of an unusual pick there. Probably trying stuff out and didn't work out for him. The Callista ban that I mentioned there. Yeah, they do want to take away that Callista from Voina. Good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
Still the ban coming out here from the side of Ferocity with that Azir.
Should
Don't
they ban
want Hawkins getting on top of it.
Should they ban the Zaya for Ferocity?
Zaya or Scion is what it's going to be.
Zaya.
The Zaya.
Here's the thing. I don't really see a problem with Krebsley picking up the Scion.
He's that good at it. He really is.
But is Zizzle that scared of Krebsley's Scion? That's the question.
Maybe it's the fact that he won't be able to do as much as he normally would.
He could pick up Ornn.
He could pick up Ornn. I don't know if that would be able to deal with.
It's not really just deal with it in lane. Just have a similar sort of approach to the later stages of the game.
Yeah, maybe.
He does have like a knock-up like Scion's Q. He does have a knock-up from his ultimate as well. So they're very similar champions. And they have very similar wave clear. So it is a possibility to put Ornn into Scion. They both have the same exact impact as they would in the later stages of the game.
Yeah, definitely. I wonder if Ferocity will go for this Lulu cog comp. I'm wondering what they'll pick first. I reckon it'll be Sejuani. They don't
Yeah,
want to give
because
that away.
I mean, XJ's performance as well. Everyone's performance from the side of Ferocity in the last
the
game
Lulu
wasn't really
That's
the best.
a good
So
choice.
yeah, they have to go for the Lulu here because they can fit more AD carries with the Lulu rather than more supports with AD carries. Because there's already
The thing is, I don't see the side of Phelan picking up that Lulu and taking it away.
yeah.
Because I don't see King playing that very often. I think that the more optimal strategy would have been take away that Sejuani unless Fluffy doesn't play Sejuani.
Maybe. Well,
I
well,
think
we'll
he
have to
does,
see.
though. Let's see what Phelan will come up with. Because they could change things up. They're going to change things up.
Tristana.
Pick
Tristana,
up the
Janna.
Tristana. Pick up the Janna. That would be very nice and would kind of match the Ferocity's comp there.
Mhm.
I would like to see them pick up a J4 because it looks like from the side of Ferocity they will probably go with the Lulu Cog.
Mhm.
And because of that, you want to have something like the J4 to be able to flag and drag and dive onto that Cogmount, keep him in place,
Yeah.
and just try to take him out because of that. That's something we see very common to try and counter the comp, but they're defaulting
No.
back to the Sona.
I guess it can be very
Questionable.
I guess it can question. What's with the posing?
Questionable. I'm just questioning it, you know? Gotta question.
You
He
gotta
did.
question everything,
I
but
suppose later on in the game, you have to hand us to the King. He did influence it in a kind of a non-visible way.
listen, he can be
playing-
very aggressive early on.
Yeah, the thing is, he kind of influenced it in a non-visible way because
Yeah.
he's applying Arden to so many people. It's something you don't really see,
Yeah.
but provides so much gold to his team, kind of a pseudo price. And here we go. Look, there's
The Kog'Maw being hovered, as you said, it
Kog'Maw.
has to be a Lulu Kog'Maw composition with J4 this time. Might be picked up for XJ or
That would be-
Zizzle maybe.
that would be a really good pickup from Ferocity, and it takes it away from Phelan to be able to pick that up to try and stop it. And it is locked in as well.
Yeah, so it is going
Straight
to be
away.
Yeah, it is going to be the Jarvan picked up for XJ in the jungle. So it's going to be something, just going back to something that he's more used to. Because
Yeah.
I don't believe he's actually played a lot of the Ezreal jungle, so might not have that most optimal performance or most optimal clear for Ezreal as you would like to see.
Yeah, no, definitely. And they've picked up a pretty solid comp so far already with Ferocity.
Ooh,
That could be.
that's a very unusual pick. Kha'Zix?
I'm not liking it.
Doesn't matter if you like it or not. What matters if he likes it or not.
I don't like it. I don't like this pickup here, and they do lock
Oh,
it in.
it is going to be Kha'Zix. Yes.
I don't think that can get
That's not going to work.
onto the.
That is not going to work
it
at all.
can't
I
get
think.
onto the Cogmount.
And even if it does, wild
gonna
growth
be
and shields.
polymorphed and wild growth it to safety, I don't see this working. I honestly don't. Right away, right off the bat, I would have preferred to see the Lee Sin. He played really well on the
His
Lee
Lee
Sin.
Sin was pretty on point.
It was clean. It was very clean. So
clean with a K as well.
with a K?
Yes.
Why with a K?
Because it's better with a K.
I'm speechless. Hello? I don't know. K.
Don't you
don't
dare.
you K me.
You're the one who gave me first, just saying.
I know.
But jumping into the second ban phase here, it is going to be the Nard taken away once more from Zizzle. I think Kled might be a pickup here for Zizzle? Possibility?
Definitely a possibility. I think they might try and see what Phelan do pick up on the second phase
Yeah.
before they decide on what they're going to pick in the top lane. The Cho'Gath is banned away from them. You know, the Shen is banned away for the side of Mr. Krebsley. Will they ban away the Scion? I reckon they will. So, that was a countering ban there from the side of Ferocity because of the fact that Phelan banned the Gnar, and we know the fact that Mr. Krebsley does not like playing into the Gnar on the Shen. So once they saw the Gnar ban, they were like, no, we definitely don't want to see them pick up that Shen and take it away from him. And I think they will take away the Scion as well.
Yeah, it could be, but Orianna's taken away from Hal, so they try
Really
to deny.
good.
Yeah, they're trying to deny as much utility and shields as possible. And of course, Hal had a better performance on the Orianna than
Scion
he did with the
taken away,
Syndra. And
the
of course, Scion has to be banned away right here.
Yeah.
There.
Just down here. Somewhere.
It-
almost.
This is my zone right here.
My zone. Keep away from me. We're actually in two different places. We just split up the wall here.
Yeah, you're actually not in the studio right
no,
now.
No, I'm at my house.
What?
I'm at my house.
But
Okay, picking up the Maokai. Solid pickup here. Ferocity could. I don't think they will want to pick up the
Fiora? No, I don't think they should.
again.
But what they could do here against the Maokai?
I think they'll pick up anyway for the mid lane. Oh, they're going to pick up the Galio. I think they will pick up maybe Corki.
Could be Galio top and then just put the Corki in mid lane. And that way they'll have a decent engage with the Jarvan, then with the heroic entrance, and you have decent peel
It would be a
with the wild growth.
well-rounded
And you'd have
comp.
more than 180 carry to dish out a
Yeah,
massive amount of damage.
two threats there. Double threat comp.
Yeah, and
They
Galio's
do
gonna get
lock in the
locked yeah.
Galio. And
Kled,
okay, they are
yes.
leaving the Galio to
Come
the
on,
mid lane.
get the Kled,
and
do it.
putting the Kled to the top lane. This is a mid lane Galio, and they lock in the Kled.
Yes, called it.
I'm excited to see this Kled. I'm excited to see.
Zizzle on a Kled is just something you have to watch.
And it's scary.
It is.
It's so scary. And with that Kog'Maw as well, you have like this Kled speeding towards you. A Kog'Maw running at you at full speed, doesn't care.
I mean, Kog'Maw's not going to be
We
flashing.
saw
towards you.
Voina on this Kog'Maw before, and he was absolutely decimating people. He just tore them shreds, to absolute shreds, and he was tanking tower the whole time.
Because he had
doesn't
a
care.
Lulu at his back. He had
doesn't
everything.
care. He's just
walking in like he
so
owns the place.
scary.
Yeah, and
And
Voina,
this is such a scary comp here from Ferocity. I would not like to be playing against that.
yeah,
Not a hope.
Especially with a jungler like Kha'Zix, you are not going to be able to nuke anyone. Not with a wild growth, and definitely not with a Galio.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, that word.
Just right.
Look, this is my zone.
My zone.
I am the captain of my zone. Here.
Safety square.
Safety square.
No, don't
What?
go there. This
No.
is my safety square.
I will.
Back to the rhymes.
No, we're not doing rhymes. Not anymore.
Oh, really? You don't want to go back to singing Rap God again like you usually
No,
do?
no. I'm not singing Rap God. Not in your wildest dreams. That's not happening.
Oh. So,
Okay, look, I'm tempted to do this. It's like, I'll do it if Ferocity loses game.
if Ferocity loses game, well, I mean, it's not happening, guys. Don't worry, guys.
So if it does happen,
Ferocity, just please throw. Please throw so he does it. You know, Rap God, if
Yeah,
Ferocity lose, okay?
Oh God, I'm not shaking hands on that one. Nope, no, that ain't happening. I'm actually scared. I know that they're gonna throw this. They're probably gonna throw this.
Just
game.
to troll you.
Yeah, sure, fair enough. There we go.
No, it's Ferocity, I don't think with this comp, they definitely have the upper hand.
Like,
They've won
they
out
ca-
this draft completely. They definitely have the upper hand here. They're just in such good position out of draft,
Yeah,
and I don't see them losing this. I
mean,
really don't.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
It is.
I'm
a
not gonna rule
possibility.
it. It's a very, very slim chance because you won't. It just would have been a lot easier if they had a jungler that can have just a better impact. Because Kha'Zix, I just feel it's a very questionable pick. It's just not gonna work out the way that Fluffy would want it to work out,
No, I don't
unless he
think so.
gets extremely, and I'm talking disgustingly fed.
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's
talking
true.
10 kills in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he needs a good bit to be in any way useful in this. He could prove us wrong. He's proved us wrong earlier when we called him a weak link. You know, he could come in here and go down bot lane and manage to pick up kills on this Kog'Maw, put him behind, and then they're left in the hands of Zizzle on that Kled and kind of forcing it around that.
Mhm.
One thing I really like about this Ferocity comp, actually, that I'd like to note, is they have this Galio in the mid lane here,
Yeah.
and he's able to go both ways
Yeah.
and influence both sides of the map. He's able to go straight up to the top lane, help out Zizzle if he needs a hand, or he can go straight down to the bottom lane, help out the Kog'Maw, and that's kind of where their threats are. And
Top
they have
lane is
the
that way, by the way.
what? Either way, I'm pointing directions here and there. We don't know where Summoner's Rift is. It could be out that way, somewhere out there.
No, it's just the left after the spire.
Oh, after the Spire. Ah.
You make a left and a right, then you're just gonna see an alley to your right side. You just walk in there 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm not
in.
getting jumped. Stop. You're not
Do
getting
not-
me today.
Do not follow those directions. I have no idea where I'm leading you, by the way.
Kids, don't listen to the Wood.
No one listened to me at all.
Okay, and we're cutting off the Wood's mic for the rest of the cast.
Okay, you know what? Fine, you can solo cast. That's fine.
Oh, and here we go.
That's it.
Take center stage.
Should I just go?
Yeah, goodbye.
Alright, bye.
Across the wall. Goodbye.
You know, you do you cross the wall? You jump over the wall, really,
Mm.
or you could just go under it.
Here, come on. You're not like Mexico now or anything like that.
No,
You know,
no,
you're
no,
not
no.
trying to get in
I
under
will
a
get the
wall.
MAGA hat out.
Get the MAGA hat out. You know. Ring, 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 calling up immigration
No.
office.
Oh no. But ladies and gentlemen, finally we are in the game here between Phelan Vanguard on the red side and Ferocity Esports on blue. 2-1 in favor of Ferocity. Vanguard still with their foot on the pedal right now. They have to put everything that they have in this game if they want to keep on going into this best of 5.
Yeah, they definitely pulled one. They pulled one game back, 2-1 now to the side of Ferocity, and you know they could even it up here. It will be very difficult to see how they're gonna get around this with that Kha'Zix. You know, Dawood is dabbing beside me, so I'm about to shoot him.
Don't worry, I'll end tonight's stream with a dab. Don't worry about it.
You do, and I'm shooting you.
Perfect.
So. With that, it will be hard unless this Kha'Zix gets very fed, I feel, to make this comp very successful. Devils needs to go large again. Devils and Fluffy seem to be the two saving graces of this team. So we'll see how they manage to pull it together.
Yeah, and actually I just want to touch again, we talked about this before. If you want to go for a composition that scales later on or just have a better start as a bot lane, you would go with the Relic Shield and the Ancient Coin, but Sudoking still wants to go with the Blue Trinket, which I forgot.
The Spell Thieves Edge?
Spell Thieves, that's the
okay,
one.
yeah, no, Spell Thieves
That's
Edge, I believe, is a good bit better now, and I'm liking this gank idea here from the side of Ferocity. This is what they did in game 1. They pulled a little bit of a cheese here, and they're trying to do it again and put Devils behind.
Oh,
and I'm
but you
really
can already see Blaze is actually trying to bait them in here. Sudoking might be in trouble. He's going to get... Oh, the expected knock-up here with XJ. Expects the flash, gets the knock-up and the kill. That's first blood already 2 minutes in.
Absolutely beautiful there from XJ. Expected the flash, preemptively threw down that flag and drag, gets the knock-up, and just gets first blood for his team there, blowing the summoners of Sudoking there. We'll watch this again here.
He actually flashes first before flagging and dragging.
Yeah, exactly.
And he expects it.
He expects it straight away, throwing that straight ahead, and just really well played here from XJ. And that will put Phelan on the back foot minute 2 into the game. Absolutely well played.
Oh, and Devils actually might get taken down with the last auto attack from Void. He flashes to get the auto attack, and yes, he does. That's another kill. And 3 minutes in rather, and 2 kills already going over to Ferocity. This is the Ferocity we know and love.
This is the Ferocity we know. A little bit of cheese in the bot lane to put Voina ahead.
And this is actually the perfect situation. 16 CS. And
CS.
yeah, Devils is going to miss all that CS, all that farm, and gold, XP, all of it. And it's just not going to be good. And here comes XJ again. This is going to get the mount up, and he's actually going to try and chase Fluff. He's going to get the knock up, and that's another kill.
Oh.
And Sizzle.
It's all
just
going wrong for
It's
Vanguard
all going
here.
all kinds of wrong here for Phelan Vanguard. Meanwhile,
This-
Hawkins going to get knocked up, going to get taunted. Just a little bit of a trade. Actually gets Thunderlords for Howl in the mid lane. The trade's still going to keep going. Hawkins going to get a couple of auto attacks. He might be able to actually get the kill. He's going to try and chase him down. Procs a
Seems
potion.
to be... Okay, no, he's not. Okay, I thought
Ooh.
Howl was trying to bait a little bit there because XJ was coming down the river, but he decides to pick up his blue buff instead. Would much rather get that than, you know, just leave Howl to the mid lane. He can handle himself. He knows how to handle himself.
Yeah, I was just thinking he could just go for a taunt and a knock up and be able to get the kill onto Hawkins.
Oh, he put down a lot of damage there with
The
that
Thunderlords, it's pretty easy. Now he could still flash taunt and get the kill, or XJ coming in. But Sudoking maybe a little bit aggressive here. Gonna get a couple of auto attacks. XJ's gonna be trying to jump in here. Might be able to force the summoner, but
Fluffy on the back foot there, knowing that, you know, XJ was coming up and around that mid lane.
he just literally walks it out.
Just walks it out.
And look, oh yeah, the fact that this actually got the double buff from Fluffy when they got the kill
This
towards
is
the top
really
side.
bad.
Yeah, Krebsy's in a tough spot here. He has the flash. He has to use it. This is gonna try and chase him down. Will he get the bear trap? No, he won't. Not gonna get mounted up again that quickly.
No, but really good here position for Ferocity. They're just so far ahead already. Like, they're in such a commanding position, and it's only less than 5 minutes into the game. 2K goal lead. 5 minutes.
Oh, Howl. I think he's gonna try and go in for the kill onto Hawkins here. He's definitely thinking about it.
If he walks up for one of these minions, it could
Oh, the Q doesn't actually land, so he's not going to get the Storm, or rather the Thunderlords to proc. XJ is just hanging on the back here next to the minions.
be. Fluffy just sitting around. He wants to soak up this XP while Hawkins goes back. Soak up the minions, get a little bit of gold for himself. Be kind of that part of really backbone of the team here. You know, he's a really important member. Fluffy and Devils missing a little bit of that CS.
Yeah, all of it. 15 CS lead for Howl in the mid lane. Almost a 20 CS lead leading for Voina, but a couple of minions will get picked up for Devils now, so it should make it about 15, if not 12 CS in favor of Voina. 10 CS in the top lane already, and there's almost a 2,000 gold lead already 6 minutes into this game with those 3 kills.
Yeah, and just it's going to be very hard for the side of Phelan Vanguard to be able to do anything off the back foot here. Oh.
Devils might be in trouble here.
Second time around, and Sudoking still has no flash, and they know it
Oh,
because
there's
they've
no
timed
flash
it.
onto Devils. He might actually get knocked up, and yes, he does. Jarvan gets the knock up. A couple of auto attacks with the Ignite is already laid down. Not going to get enough fields. Voina with one more auto attack, and he secures the kill.
Manages to secure it there, and that's really unfortunate. Both bot lanes, they had their pick of the litter there, you know, and just decide to go for Devils, knowing his flash is down, knowing Sudoking's flash is down, just absolutely pushing their lead here. Anytime they seem to have Kog'Maw, they really focus this bot lane heavily, Ferocity do, and they get that ahead. And I think it's going to be one of those games where we have a Kog'Maw just running straight into the enemy team, not caring about any of the damage coming down on them and just pumping out damage.
Yeah, it's just going to be running wild and rampant all over the Summoner's Rift here. Meanwhile, just waiting for a little bit more action. It's kind of calmed down, like in the rest, on the rest of the Rift, rather. Bot lane still action-packed. Mr. Krebsley and Zizzle says he's just going to get the mount up again. He has level 6, so he could go for the dive.
Definitely
He's
could.
going to go for the dive, maybe. Oh, he's
No,
thinking about it. Because he could get the ultimate in just to go onto Mr. Krebsley, and he will have the dismount to go untargetable.
He's just going to push this in, let Krebsley waste his TP, possibly, to that top lane, and then try influence the rest of the map somewhere else with his ultimate. Maybe try get this Kog'Maw even further
This is going to
ahead.
be jumping in, and here comes XA. Sodaking does
He
have
does
a
have his
splash,
flash,
but
though.
XA is waiting. Just gets him with the auto attack. Oh, Devils plays it really well with the rocket jump. Gets that timing just right, and will be able to escape.
Yeah, no, that was very unfortunate there for Sudoking. They're just getting ganked over and over again. They really need to pick up some vision. I don't agree with when you're so far behind, you're picking up that. You kind of just want to get a little bit of vision, so that you're safe. So that if you're consistently ganked like you are here, you should be picking up just a slight bit. Maybe pick up that Sightstone earlier than the Forbidden Idol there.
Yeah, exactly. And now, just waiting on. I'm still waiting for Fluffy to actually be able to do something in this game, but there's nothing he can really do, can he? Oh, Devils actually might be in trouble here. XJ doesn't have the flag and drag. He just used the standard a couple seconds ago. He doesn't have level 6 as well for that Cataclysm. But Sudoking might be in trouble.
This is really grim for the side of Vanguard. Like, XJ is just living in the bot lane. He's got his camp out. He is just.
He has his tent, his marshmallows.
The whole lot. He's just camping up here.
What do you think he's going to be cooking?
He's definitely cooking up some
Yordle?
Yordle of some kind, yeah.
We saw that, Howl. You missed the cannon minion.
Shame, ring, ring. Shame.
You have to get the shame out there.
Get that shame bell out.
Oh, Fluffy. He's just trying desperately to see if he can make a play somewhere on the map, but there's only so much he can do. He doesn't have any sort of significant lead that he can use at this point, and we talked about this before. He has to be the one to have just an immense lead. Even at this point of the game, 1 or 2 kills would be very helpful, but not really going to happen.
Voina sitting 1,500 gold ahead of Devils already. At this stage of the game, that is absolutely massive. That's, you know, a full BF, and he still has more in his back pocket because he has that cull as well. And he's been...
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Free Blaze is actually going to pick up Sudoking, and Fluffy going to be on the hunt for Skarl and Zizzle. Now they have to run away. The ultimate's not going to be coming up, but Zizzle's actually going to turn it around and get the kill. He's going to get the mount again. He might actually chase him down.
This is
yes,
so
he will.
scary.
The bear trap doesn't land, though. It is going to miss. But Zizzle turns
He has
around.
a red buff.
Oh, he's
doesn't
only going to
want-
get the slows,
Oh.
but he is going to charge in! And Krebsley is the target. He's going to try and see if he can dismount him, but no, he won't. Ziza's going to get the kill. He's going to go untargetable. Heroic Edge is going to be coming down towards that bottom lane. Got to get Void at that damage reduction, but he might be able to get that last kill. Will he get that auto attack?
With the ultimate.
No, he won't. The
No.
auto attack doesn't come in time. And Hawkins, he's going to get the stun in. He's going to get the Thunderlords, and he gets the kill. Gets one back finally, and Phelan have a kill on the board. And they might be able to get two, but no, they want the knock up the ton, and the kill goes in favor of Howl. And actually might be the next one to follow with the auto attack.
Yes,
Yes,
he
it does.
will.
The turret secures it, and Sudaking gets one back for Vanguard.
A little bit sloppy there from the side of Ferocity. You know, Voine really didn't need to flash in and try to secure that. They had blown all summoners. They were in a bad position anyway because he's going to miss out all that CS. Devil sitting on 30.
Oh, but the first brick gold went down, and no one was able to be there to claim it.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate for Ferocity. It's still a turret loss for Vanguard, but something to look at.
Something's very small to look at. And here's the fight, the 2v1 that Zizzle tries to fight this out. And he just has so much damage. Look at this burst from this Kled and manages to just about miss the bear trap and decides to ult in and be able to dive Krebsley because he can jump off and go untargetable again once he reaches his tower and doesn't die as a result of it. Absolutely well played by Zizzle.
Oh, this is gonna try and engage onto Devils here. It doesn't have the ultimate. Dragon has been saying there's no turret to save him.
He has the red buff to slow him
Yeah,
down
and there's
here.
no ultimate
and
for
the
Devils.
bear trap.
Yeah, there's no ultimate for him to use, and he just
Oh.
instantly takes him out. Cataclysm are gonna trap Mr. Krebsley in between those walls, and Voider gets a kill, and it's just a slaughter fest of Vanguard members dying all over the rift.
This is just an absolute slaughter, and you really have to feel for Vanguard's bottom lane here. Devils and the Pseudo King are really
Oh,
just getting
Hawkins,
picked
he's
on.
getting just layers upon layers of damage straight onto his face.
Yeah,
Not
no,
gonna be able to get the kill though.
not going to be able to get the kill, but even at that, he's pushing him out of lane already. And it's just, it's got to be so scary for Phil and Vanguard trying to deal with this. You know, they have a huge Kog'Maw on the side of Ferocity. They have a huge
Oh,
Kled.
Fluffy. Zizzle's going to find him, and he's going to kill him. Yes, he will. The Bear Trap procs, and he gets the kill. And a dominating Skarl with Rift Herald already secured by Extra. They're going to try and see if they can siege up towards mid, but top lane's falling. Mid lane already fell, or rather mid lane's
Pseudo
on
King's
the
in his-
way. And Pseudo King is stuck between every single member here from the side of Ferocity, but he has a tree to back him up, and the Ints will go to war. But X is going to be engaging. He's going to be jumping in. The Cataclysm, not the Cataclysm, it's not even available. It's the Crescendo. But Zizzle doesn't care. He is godlike slaying him.
He is absolutely decimating this team here on this Kled. 7-0 already. 12 minutes, 13
He's
minutes
almost
into the
doubled
game.
the gold of Mr. Krebsley.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, meanwhile, Zizzle,
And
yeah,
this
this is
is-
what happened in the bottom. So he got 2 kills. He got Pseudo King and Devils.
And Devils. This has just got to be like so hard for this bot lane here. They're just
watch the damage that Devils is doing.
Yeah, he's just doing absolutely nothing to him, and as well as that, Zizzle has gone full damage already. So it's gotta be rough. I mean, 58 CS. You really got to feel for Devils here. They did get picked on in the bot lane, and just not much they can really do about it.
Yeah, and now it's going to be Kled yet again. Zizzle split pushing towards that bottom lane. And if he sees Devils, I think he might go greedy. But oh, this is the Voidner that we've been talking about. This is the damage. This is what the Kog'Maw can do. And
This
the
is
Rift
the
Herald has
Ardent
been
Sensor.
spawned.
He had the Ardent Sensor there as
He
well.
went for Wit's End actually, first item, and not the
First item, Wit's End.
Quinzus.
Yeah, it helped him with a little bit of survivability there. Not get ulted by outplay with Ore on Syndra.
Oh, Pseudo King might be the next target here. He's going to get layers upon layers of damage. He's going to try and escape, but the Rift Herald is still alive. It's going to be charging in. And also, I feel kind of sad because the game won't be able to end with a dancing Rift Herald. We haven't seen one in a Piltover Cup yet. But there's always a first to everything. Rift Herald might stay alive, but Jarvan's going to come in. And the Cataclysm! The red buff not going to be able to get the kill. Voidna might be able to, but no, he won't. Devil's going to be able to push him away with the Buster Shot. And now Mr. Krebs is going to try and go for a re-engage.
He
Hawkins
can
going to
still
try and
fight
see
him here.
if he can go for the kill. Heroic Enter's going to be coming in to give him just that damage reduction. Make sure that no Unleashed Power is going to be able to take him out. And again, Ferocity making plays more than 1 kill per minute for themselves.
I feel really bad for Hawkins there in the mid lane. I think he got like a little bit of creep
You can't
block
just feel
there.
bad for Hawkins. I feel bad for
Everyone.
Krebsley. Yeah, everyone.
Just
you have
everyone.
a 7-0 Kled in your face.
Look at this. Look, he kind of gets a little bit creep blocked here by the minions. Oh, really unfortunate. Tries to knock him away. You know, last kind of breath of air in his lungs. Just please get away. No, not today. I'm too young to die.
I think for us, they bribed the minions. It has to be.
Definitely has to be. That's the only reason they're winning. Bribes.
Yeah, they bribed the minions.
Yeah, definitely the only reason. Kled ulting here on the top
Oh,
lane,
that's
trying
going
to
to
go
be ulting. He's going to be
2v1
charging towards
again.
Fluffy 1v2.
This is
Krebsley-
all he's been
Krebsley,
doing
you do
all
not want to
game.
be there. You really do not want to be fighting there. King's on the way as well, and so is Blaze. King going to be
He's
the
just
next target here. And
3v1.
Oh, this is going to be jumping in. Look at the damage. He's going to get the wild growth.
Little bit of
He
help
is going
here.
to be able to get the kill. 1v2. Make it 2v3 now, Fluffy, and that's a double kill. Krebsley might be the next target. Copper Shield
And he's
still
gonna
going.
get it
Going
back
into the- He's
on.
going to get mounted again, and a triple kill for
Up.
Zizzle. And it
This
could be a
is
quadra. Could it
just-
be a quadra or a penta? He could be getting more. Yes,
He
well,
gets
it's
a
a quadra.
quadra.
He might be able to get the penta. How's going to chase Devils down? There's no rocket jump. He's not
Oh,
going
he
to get the
misses
bear
the
trap.
bear trap.
Devils is in trouble. Could it be a pentakill? No, it won't. Yes, it will. We don't know. He's going to get dismounted. He's going to chase him down. And there
he
it
does.
is. Official or unofficial. Again, that's a pentakill for Zizzle.
Another penta for Zizzle. That is absolutely crazy. He is absolutely insane on this champion. He started that off 2v1.
Oh, look at Void and Fluffy just gets shredded and obliterated off of the rift.
And this is so demoralizing.
This has to be 16 minutes in. The fastest inhibitor turret we had was 15 minutes and 33 seconds, but the inhibitor is going to be falling at 16:30. Cataclysm onto King, and he takes him down. Krebsley might be the next to fall, and an inhibitor in the mid lane is destroyed. And Ferocity set their sights on the next asserts. Maybe 5 seconds for Fluffy, 15 for King.
And they want to end it right here and right now. They
Want to
pushing for
send
this.
a message to Phelan Vanguard for that last game that they had.
Yeah, like they just came in here and they were like, "Nah, guys, we're done messing around. Let's just finish it out.
Yeah,
we want to go to bed, guys. Come on." And they just are absolutely destroying. 24 kills to 4. 17 minutes into the game.
12-1 and 0 Kled.
1 pentakill.
This is why you ban Kled. This is why you don't give Zizzle Kled.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh,
just-
but Fluffy's dead. He has to be dead. Unless he actually manages to take
Oh!
out Bona. Oh, he might actually be able to turn around, and
And
yes,
he
he
does.
does. He gets the kill, and King is there. So actually,
Boy
it's
now
just-
with no support behind him to be able to back him up. No Blaze there to save his butt.
and he was isolated.
And isolated.
Oh, King actually steals the scuttle. It doesn't matter that he's
Worth.
dead, but he
Worth.
steals the scuttle.
Worth.
That is worth. He was 1-8-1. At that point, I think the scuttle to him is worth more gold.
Yeah, definitely is.
Definitely want to get a replay and see how much gold they actually got for that kill. Just to find out exactly what happened. What is worth more, a scuttle crab or a Sona?
Who would win in gold?
Oh, God. I wanted to think of one. Oh, blue team. Oh, God. Ferocity get another dragon. It's going to be the Mountain Drake for themselves this time. Baron in 2 minutes. 12,000 gold lead in 18 minutes. And Zizzle is hungry for more. He wants a tree. He wants a trophy. He wants a mounted head on a spike. Devil's going to be able to try and see if he can save Hal. But Fluff is going to turn
Fluffy
around
picks
and he's
it
going to
up.
slay Hal. Just shred him wide open. Cut him in half.
Yeah, no, this.
Sona was worth 40 more gold. Thank you very much, production.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Sona.
Zizzle's actually going to go again 1v3. Look at all that damage. He's going to get mounted. Again, he's going to chase down
Oh
Hawkins.
my
He will be able to shred him.
good
And yes, he
lord.
is. He is still legendary. He's mounted on that scroll, and he is charging forward. Devils is there. He might be able to actually try and get the kill. He gets us mounted one more time, and Krebsley is to follow. This time, Voin is the one that's unleashed. Blaze is there, but no mana to actually help him with a wild growth or a shield. But here comes XJ. Full on damage. He's going to be jumping in onto King. Here comes the Cataclysm, and here goes the Sona, and J4 is soon to follow. Devils is going to rocket jump in. He's actually set his sights onto Zizzle of all people. But Voin is still fighting. Fluffy is there. The auto attacks from Voin, they're actually shredding through Devils, and the ultimate's not going to land. He picks the wrong target. But Ferocity are still in the base. They want that second inhibitor.
They're just so far ahead. You can't deal with this. 42,000 to 28,500.
Oh, God, that lead.
At this stage,
14,000 gold in less than 20 minutes.
there's nearly as many minutes in the game as there is thousands of gold.
110 and 2 Sona. Oh, God. That is,
That's something else.
that's bad.
And we did question the Sona before this. Just a little bit.
No, we were right.
Might have been.
Just
Maybe.
a little bit. I mean, yeah, that is just not the best of situations that Vanguard want to be in.
And here he goes again.
Oh.
Can he make it 1-11 and 2?
I don't think he really wants to. He's actually just chasing down Hal.
Healing Hal with
1v1.
damage.
He's not even getting the support from Devils. Oh, he's going to get knocked up. Hal is very, very angry right now. Crescendo's going to land. He's just going to try and chase him down.
Ha! Made you waste mana. Take that. I didn't die.
Yeah, but he has a blue buff. Hal doesn't care.
Oh,
Sudokane's just like auto-attacking. I think he's just stacking
about
his
300
Frostfang.
HP dropped on him.
Oh, bye, Fluffy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my
He's so tanky as well. This,
15-1-1.
I don't think I've seen such an insurmountable lead ever in Irish League of
Oh.
Legends.
Oh, Hal actually
I have
might
in
be
this
in
game.
trouble. Devils is actually starting to deal damage. He's actually going to knock up Devils, but here comes actually Cataclysm
Oh.
first, and an auto attack and a spear right through the Sona, and he gets the kill. That's a double. Now no bot lane and no jungler available for Phelan. Vanguard, now they're in trouble. Cripsley might be the next target. Heroic entrance on the way. Is going to get the knock up onto that tree and just smite him back into the ground and take him out.
And they're just looking for this last outer tower, or not even
Last,
outer tower,
last inhibitor turret.
inhibitor tower here from the side of Phelan. And this just has to be so demoralizing. Just as a player.
I think at this point the main target for Phelan, for Vanguard to show that a god can bleed. That's
god-
all they needed to do. They
That's
threw
all
the
they
spear
did.
and it hit him on the cheek. And Ferocity did not enjoy that very much. And they show you exactly what they can do by shredding and killing everyone you know on the Rift. And take them down 1 by 1, 2 by 2. It doesn't matter. Hawkins is dead. Devils and Krebs, are in the fountain, and there's nothing they can do. Voin is still going to be able to be alive from that shield, and the Nexus is to fall, and Ferocity once more are your champions.
That is absolutely insane. Congratulations to Ferocity for that win. That was just such a confident win. Giving Zizzle Kled was just,
It's a mistake.
I mean, it's kind of a pleasure to watch.
It wa-
that he does
I don't even
2v1s
know.
constantly, 3v1s, fighting all the time, diving people. It's nice to watch that. It has to be so sad from the side of Phelan Vanguard.
I mean, they still made it to the finals.
They made it to
So
finals. They
looking at
took
the-
a game away
Yeah,
from
they
them.
took a game away from Ferocity.
Yeah.
The only ones to do so in the tournament.
Yeah,
They beat their sister team, who had a better and more experienced lineup.
exactly.
So they definitely showed that they're a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, no, they definitely showed. They showed up big here, and fair play to them and commiserations. But well played. Well
Yeah,
played.
congratulations
both
to
teams.
Ferocity, of course, champions of Division 1 here in the Season 2 of Raids Piltover Cup. Congratulations to them. And as you said, commiserations to Phelan Vanguard. And thank you very much, everyone, for joining in. Just a couple of announcements for you guys out there. Don't forget, there's going to be a viewing party on the 4th of November in the Woolshed. You can find more details about it on the Facebook page and on our website. And as well, don't forget, Raid 2018 will be happening on Easter weekend of 2018. So make sure
Yes.
that you buy your tickets online.
BYOPC, definitely go. Will
It's
be worth it.
BYOC.
BYOC.
Bring your own computer.
BYOPC, same thing.
Yeah,
It's all
people
the
can bring
same.
laptops. They can. You guys
Yeah.
can bring whatever the hell you want,
Bring
as
what
long
you
as you guys
want.
make your way down there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to seeing you guys there. But thank you very much for tuning in. You guys have a wonderful night.
Legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, relentless, you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll rot into smoke when the fire is fierce. Oh, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never die. When the world is calling you, can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die. They become a part of you. Every time you bleed for reaching greatness, legends never die. They're written down in eternity.